actually, it was.
Guys, welcome to hashtag After Dark. I'm Joe. This is Christopher Khayman Lee. You know him best as Andros from Power Rangers in Space.
Flawless opening.
Yes. That was like the worst timing, by the way. Before we get started, you can help us out with that Super Chat feature. Help support the show. Also, we got a TeePublic store where you get cool Guys, welcome to
like that.
Or like this. Hashtag After Dark. I'm Joe. I'm sure that there's Super Khayman Lee. You know him best as Andros from Power Rangers in Space.
Flawless opening.
Yes. That was like the worst timing, by the way. Before we get started, you can help us out with that Super Chat feature. Help support the show. And then we also, guys, welcome to
like that.
THS hashtag
like
this
this.
group. Hashtag After Dark. I'm Joe. I'm sure that you want to talk about that pertains to geek fandom. So me and Chris have been talking. We've obviously been having a little drinks here and there. Some nice wine and Jack Daniels. So we're going to be talking about Power Rangers, but not just Power Rangers, everything that Chris likes too. Cut that echo. Cut that echo, man. Audio's messed up. Let's see if the audio's really messed up. Guys, welcome to They hear the double audio? Is there double audio going on?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Hold on. I don't hear it. Anyway, so you're good. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to talk about Power Ranger theories. There's all sorts of stuff that I've always wanted to know about your season. You and I have went out for drinks many a times.
Yep.
We've never really dived deep into your season, though. Like, we always talk about, like, other things.
Oh, okay. Well,
like,
sure.
Carousing, drinking.
Sure.
Having fun.
The G-rated way of putting it, but okay, yeah.
The G-rated way of putting it. First and foremost, for those of you that don't know, how did you get your start on Power Rangers? How did that all come about?
I auditioned for it I was living in Miami, and my manager hit me up, and she was like, yo, I got an audition for you, go out for it. And I was like, cool, what are we doing? And she was like, it's Power Rangers. And I was like, fuck that, no, I'm not interested. And she told me, she was like, just go out for it, you probably won't get it.
But you were on another show at this time, around this time.
No, at that time, no. I was during that time. I had focused more at that point in time. I had focused more on modeling than I did on acting.
Really?
So yeah. So when I was in,
so the CW show came after Power Rangers that you were on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Safe Harbor was after Power Rangers. It was like a year after or something like that. So then
you auditioned, and the rest was history. They liked you because you had long hair. Mainly.
I guess. I don't know why the hell they liked me, because I know they were like, they look at my resume, you know, this was a million years ago. So this is back when you actually had a physical resume and shit on your... You
staple it to the back of your headshot.
Stapled on the back of your headshot, yes sir. But yeah, they're looking at it and they're like, oh, okay, so you can do all these different accents and you can do all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I mean... I'm very good. I'm actually very good at doing accents.
I know. We've done this at bar one. Remember we were at that bar?
Yes.
And then we got that girl. That girl's gonna be at ALA too.
Oh, good. Well, they looked on the back of my resume and they were like, it was Shuki. It was Shuki Levy, and he was looking and he was like, oh, so it looks like you can do accents and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can do. Yeah, I'm pretty good at them. I'm very good at Scottish. I'm pretty good at Irish. I can do British. I can do all this stuff. And then on my fucking resume, I was stupid enough to sit there and say, I can also do Caribbean. Which...
Let's hear what that sounds like.
No, we're not going to hear what that sounds like. Because it's as bad as what you think it was. It was really bad.
Oh, speaking of which, we have this bar that's right up ahead of us right here. Oh. This is the boss level. So right now, who's the boss right now?
We are.
We're the boss. You got to take us down. Whoever can beat us and take this, and Super Chat's enough, take that bar down, you win free tickets to Power Morphicon 2018 on us, that hashtag show. Obviously, Angel Grove Prom, and we're going to help you get a Power Ranger date to Morphicon, as I put my hand on Chris here.
I didn't know about that, but okay. Please be a girl if you win.
So back to this. So they saw your resume. They really liked what you did with well, you talked about you could do a Caribbean accent. They have you do it there.
Yeah, they had me do it, and it was like
That one for sure was just for fun. It wasn't necessarily because let's be real, Andros was not going to be a Caribbean dude.
No, it was never gonna happen. But I when I read for it, it wasn't for Andros. Like, I mean, they had me going out for that character, but it was a different character.
Oh, was it?
They were like, so this is Jason or some shit like that. You know, it was a different
Generic
personality.
sides.
Yeah, it was just generic sides and all that. And yeah, I went out for it, and then they had me do like, they're like, oh, can you do any martial arts? And I was like, well, yeah, you know, I did study Taekwondo before that. And they were like, oh, do you have like a routine or something like that? And I was like, yeah. So I just dropped that shit out on the spot, and I was like, fuck, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, but I'm doing like jump spinning hook kicks and, you know, roundhouse and all this shit. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you can at least do it. Yeah, and then I didn't hear back from them for 9 months.
9 months?
9 months.
Wait, the current series that was airing at the time, was it Turbo? Do you even know? Or was it Zio this time? It was Turbo, right?
It must have been, no, it must have been Zio. It must have been.
So they were looking at you. Well, they were planning well ahead of where they were showing in production.
They went all over the country looking for the new red guy. So, yeah, they because they told me later on, they're like, oh, no. Every major city across the country we hit up. And I lived in Miami, so I don't know, man. I got lucky. I got really fucking lucky.
So when you finally get the the big role, do they tell you the backstory of Andros at all?
They didn't. They kind of filled me in on everything. Like once I got out here to LA, they were like, you know. Well, first off, they had told me initially, yeah, you're gonna be wearing a wig, and then the moment I touched down, they're like, no, fuck you, we're gonna bleach your shit.
Really?
So, yeah, that was when they surprised me with that one. But that's when they gave me the idea of the character, and they were like, they're giving me like a run through of it, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, so Luke Skywalker? They're like, no, but he's got the Force, and he has a weapon called a saber, and he has mystical magical powers, and I'm like, so Luke Skywalker. I
forgot that Andros did have
like the Force.
Yeah, yes. I forgot all about that.
I sit there and I would do this. That moves stuff.
I completely forgot about that. In Adele's, I think he moves like a surfboard off the wall or
something.
I
know there was a part where I moved like a wrench. Like I had to move a wrench. Oh, it was like a pair of pliers or something like that, and I had to cut somebody was in like a bondage stuff. And I moved it, and I was like, okay, cut it, all that stuff.
So once you get that role, you obviously go down in history as one of the greatest Red Rangers of all time, and one of the greatest seasons of all time. I don't even think that's debatable. I mean, even them in this chat right now were saying that you're like one of the greatest Red Rangers of all time. Now,
definitely the sexiest.
Well, let me ask you a question about how you stole Ashley away from Carlos. Now, was that written into the script, or did you really lobby for that? Let's be honest. You lobbied a little bit.
I did not have any say. Period.
I did not.
I did not. No, I had no say in any of that whatsoever. When they first told me about the character, you know, they were like, he essentially regards the rest of them as monkeys, because that's what they are. They're monkeys to him. He has magical powers. He can move shit with his brain. He's got his own spaceship. He's got all this stuff. So they're just monkeys to him. So that's why he will treat them like that, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with them and all that stuff. So, yeah, when they initially brought that out, I was like, oh, okay, wow, he's kind of a dick. And then they changed that with the Ninja Turtle one. It was like 3 episodes in, and they're like, now you're best friends. And I was like, wow, okay, character development. Who needs that?
So wait, when you sit down on your first day, your executive producer is Jonathan what? Zakor.
Yep.
You sit down. What's the first thing he says to you?
Do I do the voice?
You do the voice. You do the voice.
Okay. So Christopher, the character Andros, he's not a very likable character. So he does not want to have anything to do with the other Power Rangers. So we do not want you to have anything to do with the other castmates. So don't be around them.
So they pretty much said, don't hang out with the other Power Rangers.
Yeah, he just flat out told me, don't be around them, don't hang out with them.
Now, your first day on set, when you get there, how welcoming are the other Rangers to the new guy?
They were pretty cool with
Pretty
me.
cool.
I mean, yeah, nobody seemed to have any problems with me.
Just another day on the job.
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, the first time that I showed up was in the rock quarry, and that's when
We do have a comment in here that says, "Yo, what up, Chris K. Lee, the dopest ranger alive, man."
damn whoever that is, I love you.
That's from Jared Hodges.
Jared, I love you. You are the shit, brother.
So when you get there, everything's fine. You do end up getting quite a bit of character development, actually, as we progress through the season.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, Power Rangers in Space was essentially the Andros, Zane, and Astronomer show. They really focused so heavily on the three characters. Now, that's not to say that any of the other characters, Ashley and TJ and Carlos and Cassie, they were like bad characters. No, they're great characters. They had actually, there's a lot of shit to the characters. There's a lot of development. It's just that they focused so much on the three of us because it was like, this is Star Wars. We're doing Star Wars. You are Star Wars. So be Star Wars.
We even use a Star Wars planet in your episode, Dagobah. Dagobah. I say it wrong all the time. You always correct me. Always correct me about this.
Yes. Yeah.
That when you see that in the script, you're like, oh shit, we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, Lucas is gonna fuck us up. Yeah.
But all right. So, in your personal opinion, who did Andros bond with the most, not including Zane? Like, who was his buddy? Who was his closest confidant?
Seymour.
Who's Seymour?
I'm fucking with you. Seymour was the little alien thing that we had on the show for like one episode. It had the doodly bopper thing. It was like an anglerfish. It had a doodly bopper thing on his head, and I hated that thing. It was really stupid. It was basically Jar Jar Binks, but smaller.
Sure. But as a ranger, though, you
who did he bond
like
with the
who
most?
do you think his road? Like if Andros was going to some bar on Onyx, who's he calling? Who's his first call?
Who's he gonna call
out of his
to
cast?
hang out
Who's his
with
first
him?
call out of his team? He's like, you know what? Let's get away from these jabronis. Who's?
If it's not Zane, okay, it would probably be Carlos.
Is that because Carlos was pretty much your little slave on the show?
Carlos
he waxed your surfboard. I remember. I think I'm going to quote an episode here. Carlos, fetch me my blanket. Was that? My legs are cold.
Carlos, do this shit for me, boy. Yeah, that's probably a direct quote. I don't know.
Quote,
I'm sure it is.
The extended version of an episode, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it would be Carlos. You guys seemed tight.
Probably.
He seemed down. Carlos would be the guy that was down for anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, hey, we'll get into trouble.
Yeah.
I'll take the blame.
And his lunar lance was lunch.
His lunar, yeah.
My lunar lance is lunch.
So when you go through doing a show of Power Rangers. Oh, by the way, well, we'll talk about this in a second. When we talk about Andros, what's the last? You're known for killing Zordon. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this in the past. Mm-hmm. When you read that, what was your first thought?
Good. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're done with the Zordon era. You don't care about the energy wave.
I didn't really care. I never met Dave at that point. I never once met him, never sat down in the same room as him, nothing. So I didn't really care.
Was Dave doing the voice of Zordon at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was funny. Yeah, Dave only came in for ADR. Because even though, the face was his face, it was like they had filmed that like 5 or 6 years prior. And they never changed it. They just kept the same thing.
The same pixelated picture.
But Dave was always there, to do ADR and all that, and I never met him. So, like, when they're like, okay, you're going to kill Zordon, I'm like, I don't care, whatever, fine, whatever. But then I met Dave later on, and I was like, damn it, why did I have to kill him? He's awesome. Where's Dave at? I love Dave.
Now, we obviously know that what happens in Power Rangers in Space. Now, the next thing I kind of want to talk about is going through this epic journey of Andros. You had a huge story arc when it came to the Psycho Rangers. I think those were probably some of the biggest, or some of the coolest looking villains I'd ever seen on Power Rangers at that point.
Yeah.
When you guys get the Psycho Rangers, what are your first initial thoughts? Because those costumes are badass.
That's their initial thought. I was looking at that, and I got the five of our stuntmen walking in, Takahiro, Takaharu, all these guys. They walk in, they're wearing this shit, and I'm just like, why the fuck aren't we wearing that? That looks so cool. It's like Batman-y, I guess, because it's got like ears and all this stuff, but it looked evil and it looked tough. And I was like, I mean, our outfits looked really cool. The helmets were really cool. They were really badass. I loved them. As far as Power Ranger stuff goes, I thought they were my hands down my favorite. And then I see the Psycho Rangers, and I was like, nah.
Chris, people want to know where they can get that sweet hat.
You're gonna have to come to LA and take it off my head.
Is that the only one that's made?
It's the only one.
Oh man, that is.
We're gonna make more. We're gonna make more. Actually, what I want to do is I want to make a. We're gonna take the same logo or design. I don't know if anybody can see that.
Looks great.
You can see one side is the Andros with the helmet, and then the other side is Ecliptor. But we're going to take the same thing, and I want to make a patrol cap, like a military-style cap. I'm going to have that.
So when you finally get past the Psycho Rangers, one of the cooler things that we know about from this season is a big reveal that Astronema's your sister.
Right.
Going through this, do you feel this is telegraphed enough? Because it's a well-told story.
Well, they already told us.
Oh, you knew from the initial very beginning this was happening.
They had told us, because I recall them saying at some point, like very early on, they're like, so just so you know, Andros and Astronema are their brother and sister and all that stuff, so that's what's going on. And we're like, oh, so Star Wars, right? And
oh, that is actually
it's
very
really Star Wars.
So. Did Melanie shoot a lot with you guys? Did she? Never.
Almost never. In fact, I don't think I met her until Countdown to Destruction.
Wow,
oh,
really?
Well, no. Actually, it would have been a couple of them before that. There was one where they transformed her from being evil to being good, and then we're like, oh, okay, we're gonna save her and we're gonna get out of here, and then all of a sudden by the end it's like, no, now she's evil again. So we're like, well, fuck that then.
Now, by the time you finish your run on Power Rangers in Space, what's the morale like on the show? Because first of all, a little backstory here: Fox and Saban was in the process of possibly canceling the show.
Right. That was right off the bat.
Oh, so you knew going in this could be the last season of Power Rangers?
No. We knew going in. They said this is the last season of Power Rangers.
Oh, so
they told us like day one. They were like, okay, just so you guys know, the show is like basically dying. This is going to be the last season of Power Rangers, and we were like, oh wow, okay, well, let's go for it.
Wow, they really do go balls to the wall this season, though.
Yeah, but then like 3 episodes later, they come back at us and they're like, so about what we were saying before, apparently everybody loves your show, so we're going to keep this going on for another 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And they do.
They told us that.
They do keep it going on for a legit 20 years, because we are in the 25th season now currently.
Yes.
I believe you were in the 5th.
And my season is the 20th. This is the 20th anniversary.
Congratulations to 20. Oh, what's the cheer you always made me do? And I completely forgot it.
May you live forever in one form or another.
May you live forever in one form or another. So what we do here is we get finally to the finale. Actually, probably I would go as far as to say the best finale in Power Rangers history. It is very, very good. Now there were rumors that the finale was actually supposed to be 3 parts. Can you confirm or deny this?
To my knowledge, it was never going to be more than 2.
Okay, never more than 2.
All I know is that it was ever going to be 2.
Now, the other part of this was that my favorite character, the Phantom Ranger. Because we're doing a thing. So the Phantom Ranger, did his identity get revealed in the script that you had initially read for this?
No, I don't believe that they ever.
But he's in it.
Oh, he's definitely in it.
He's in it. His identity doesn't get revealed.
Yeah, because he's like dating Cassie the whole time or something. Which, by the way, yeah, I don't blame him. But yeah, I don't believe that they ever sat there and said, "Oh, by the way, this is who he is."
No,
I don't think they ever did. No.
So that was pure rumor and speculation.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know.
So the feeling on set at this point, when you're sitting there at the end, you guys wrap. How are you guys? Are you guys over it? You guys done? Or are you guys like, you know what? We just did some great stuff there for this franchise.
By the end, that was when I'd really gotten, I really got to know Nemo. So he and I had really bonded, and we were really close. And it was
It's like the last day of school?
It was kind of, but thing is that, you know, with Power Rangers, it's like 90% ADR. So it's like we knew that we were all gonna, even though we're done filming.
So you're going to summer school.
I'm gonna see you. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in like a week. We're still working. So yeah, you know, we knew that we were still gonna be seeing each other no matter what.
So your show wraps, and credit to you, Sean C.W. Johnson, who went on to play Carter Grayson, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. He actually credits you for getting him the job. This true or untrue?
This is 100% true.
How'd that come about?
It came about because I met him on Safe Harbor. He was one of the characters on the show.
He's a tall dude. He's a really tall guy.
Really tall, yes. I mean, he was impossibly tall back then. He's equally as tall right now. But yeah, he was one of the characters on the show, and like I was talking to him, I got to know him, and I was like, damn, you're really a good actor. You ever think about being a Power Ranger? And I was dating a girl from the show, not one of the actors, but somebody who worked on the show at the time. And, you know, she was like, yeah, maybe you should talk to, you know, some people over there. And he was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I never thought of trying out for it. And we were like, do it. Just do it. Yeah. So one audition and he booked it.
You know what? So I was just listening, hearing him talk. He actually sounds to me like Superman. Like just his voice. He has that very heroic Superman voice.
Yeah, he certainly has the hero vibe.
Yeah, he always is my, like, when I think of like Captain America and Power Rangers, he's like the Captain America for Power Rangers, I feel like.
That is great analogy. Yeah, he would definitely be that.
And he's a really nice guy.
Oh, he's
super nice guy.
A fucking sweetheart. I love him.
So you are credited with getting him the job, getting him his foot in the door, and you are credited with that. So when you finish Power Rangers in Space, do you have a contract to come back for Lost Galaxy, or is that something they just call you on a whim?
No, it was part of the contract.
It's written in. You knew you were coming back.
Yeah, we knew that we were going to be doing the crossover with Slavin and his group. So yeah.
So that is a pretty epic storyline in itself, because not only do you team up with Slavin and his team, but you also get the Psycho Rangers back, and it's actually one of the more iconic storylines of Power Ranger history, with Kendrick's kind of like dying, we'll say.
I guess.
It's air quotes.
Yeah.
It's not real quotes. One of the more iconic storylines. So when you're walking in there, did it feel like you're passing the torch?
I met them many times because like I was dating somebody who worked there, who worked at Power Rangers. So I was there constantly anyways. So even when it's like not even a day where I'm supposed to be there, I'm still there anyways. I met them many times before they even started filming. And one thing that was really kind of funny to me was that one of the days when I came in, they were all just starting to work out there, and Koichi
Sakamoto.
Koichi, yes, the Sakamoto himself. He's like working out with them. He's training them and all this shit. And he's like, oh, and he sees me come by and he's like, oh, Christopher, come here. And I was like, okay, what's up, boss? And he's talking to all of them, and Slavin is sitting down and Serena's there, and everybody's just sitting down, and they're just like, oh, okay, what's going on? And
Serena's hot, by the way.
Don't even get me started. But yeah, he was like, okay, so this is Chris. He was a red guy last year. And I'm like, hey guys, and all that shit. And then he's like, so Chris is going to show you how to do a back handspring. And I'm like, Chris is? Chris doesn't know how to do a back handspring, boss. And he's just like, no, it's fine. So Koichi has me stand there, turn sideways to them. And he puts his hand, like he makes it like a fist, but he puts it on my back, like right in the middle of my back. And he was like, okay, whenever you're ready. And I'm like, this is such bullshit. I don't know what I'm doing. And then he was like, go for it. And I go back to do it. And then he pushes my legs back. And then 100% perfectly nailed this back handspring. And I get up and I'm like, yeah, that's how you do that shit.
I love that. That's a great one. I didn't know that story. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So immediately, do you guys bond? Like, are you the how many? 11 of you? 12 of you?
Well,
13 of you maybe?
Oh, yeah. Was there?
There's a lot of you.
There was a bunch of us. I bonded very quickly with Slavin. I definitely bonded with him. We would go out singing constantly.
Like karaoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a dickhead because he's so much better at it than I am.
Is he?
Really good. Very good voice. I hate him.
Jezzer, who's usually on this show, has a great voice.
Yes,
Voice of an
I've
angel.
gone singing with Jezzer too.
It's
He is
crazily good.
Yeah, he's a dick because he has such a great voice.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah. I pulled his pants down once in front of at karaoke bar in front of some girls, and I ran out. It was great. It was the best.
I can't say that I've ever done that. All right, you beat me.
So we go on. We get there. We finally get to Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. This epic storyline takes place. Now there is a lot of rumors, and let me know if you can confirm this or not. A lot of rumors that when Kendricks was leaving, that Patricia Jolie was going to take her place.
Yeah, well, I know they were talking to Patty about it. It seemed like at first they were going to do that. And then, also at the time, they were talking to Melody about her being Purple Ranger.
A Purple Ranger for Lost Galaxy.
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense, mainly because we get the Titanium Ranger, which is our first ever American-made Ranger, the next season in Lightspeed Rescue. So there was talks of making her like a 6th Ranger as the Purple Ranger.
Right.
That's interesting.
But,
and you allude to this a little bit too, right?
Right, yeah. You see it in the show because the episode where she's, before she goes back to being evil, on the show she's wearing a flight suit, and the flight suit underneath it is like purple. So that was the thing. It was like, because, we all wore, like, mine was red, Selwyn's was blue, Tracy's is yellow, yada, yada. But yeah, hers was purple, and it was like, oh yeah, they're thinking about making her the Purple Ranger, but for whatever reason,
I even think she gets a communicator that's purple. Actually,
I think she did too. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
right?
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she did. But yeah, I guess they just decided, no, it's easier for her just to be pink.
So they were thinking about bringing Patty and Melody.
Yeah, well, they were definitely thinking about doing it with Patty first. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. That's a Patty question, But then all of a sudden it turned into Melody now, and that went from being, oh, she's going to be purple to now, fuck it, we'll just make her the pink one. I don't know where all that went, how that all happened, but that's what happened. So yeah,
that's interesting. So the Power Rangers could have been dramatically different had that really
could have been
played out.
Yeah,
that's interesting. So you wrap up Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. This is actually, at this point now, you know that you're done. So how does it feel when you finish this point? Because you knew you were coming back a year ago, but now that this is over, is it like, wow, Power Rangers behind me, or oh, now I kind of miss it a little bit?
Well, at that point it was, well, now I need to get some work.
Yeah, now I'm getting hungry and I need a job.
Now we gotta start auditioning again. Damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like almost 20 years ago. So this is back when we actually had to go outside and really audition, kids.
You actually had you couldn't just Vimeo it.
No, yeah, you had to actually drive to the place, and we would have I would have sometimes 3 or 4 different auditions a day. So it's like, yeah, I'm driving to Burbank, and then I'm going to Studio City, and then Hollywood, and then whatever, And it's like, yeah, we actually had to go outside of the house.
Now, we're going to continue on with this conversation in just a second, but I do want to talk about the Super Chat. If you want a question answered by Chris, all you got to do is Super Chat it. Right now, it could be for Chris or I, or myself, I should say. Nothing's off limits, man, because it's after dark, and we're going to talk about anything we want.
Yeah.
But I like talking about this old nostalgia down memory lane stuff, because does it jog your memory and give you a sense of man, looking back now, I kind of miss it all. Or it was a fun time in my life. I wish it would. Do you wish it would have stopped and smelled the roses more, or are you happy that it's behind you and done?
The way I like to look at it now is that looking back on the way things were, some 20 years or whatever, people today are pussies. So there we go.
All right, fair enough.
Josh liked it.
Josh liked it. Josh popped for that one. He popped right for that one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when you first sit down. Well, tell me about how Forever Red comes about, because you get a phone call, I'm assuming, because you're not contracted to come back.
Right.
And you don't even know what you're necessarily coming back for. Did you even know that the 10-year anniversary, a lot of people would have been wanting me to ask you about Forever Red, and I've been getting this in this chat. So,
okay.
And of course we were going to get here, because it's the best Power Rangers episode of all time, probably. So
That's questionable.
I think so. I mean, JD, would you agree that Forever Red's one of the best Power Ranger episodes?
Horses on the moon.
Yes.
Horses on the moon.
Well,
Horses.
Hey, they're alien horses, so you never know. But when you get to Forever Red, when you first sit down, how does this come about? Who calls you?
Amit.
Yeah?
Amit.
Do you still have his contact info?
On Facebook. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
I'm trying to get him on this show because I want to talk to him. I want to do a long form series thing with him.
Yeah, you definitely should. He got the job through me.
Did he?
Yeah. Well,
What are you? You're like the Power Ranger pimp here. Like, why is this all working out?
That is kind of, yeah, I like the way that sounds. But it was actually more my girlfriend at the time, Susie. She got him the job, or at least she very much helped because she worked directly under Scott Page, and if Scott loves you, then the world is your oyster. So Scott met Amit, and Amit was big fan of Scott's in particular. He loved Scott and all that, and they had we all had a very similar sense of humor. And we all
I know what that means.
Yeah, and we all love to drink like crazy. So yeah, we would get.
So Amit was going to be great on this show when I get him on.
Oh yes, he will be fantastic.
We're gonna have a riot. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So,
but he wrote it. Yeah,
he wrote it.
He hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I want you to know I wrote a Power Ranger episode." And I was like, "Cool, man, awesome." And he was like, "Yeah, it's like basically about you." And I was like, "Okay."
But he's working on the show at this time.
Yeah.
And this isn't fan fiction. He's actually working on the show.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He was working on the show, and he told me he came out and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's like 90% you." And I was like, "That's my favorite subject. All right, let's do it." So he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be all the red guys," and I was like, "Cool. All right, let's try it out." So I knew about it. I'm pretty sure I knew about it before any of the other.
So yeah, I figured this much because you're one of the first characters to kind of even introduce. You are the first character.
I think it was I was like the first person on screen or something like that. Yeah.
So you get it, you read it. What do you think immediately?
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is
ambitious.
Great. It's totally about me. Yeah. I love it. Me and Ricardo's character. What was it? Cole. Cole. Yeah. Yeah. It was basically that. And then there was that Jason Frank guy or whatever. He was hanging around somewhere.
He was hanging around, so he's just in the background somewhere.
Somewhere. I don't know.
So you get that episode and you read it and you're like, wow, this is cool, like it's ambitious, and automatically you're like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, okay, this is good. I'm not bleaching my hair again.
Is that a wig?
That is a wig.
That's a wig.
That
you have
was
short
a
hair
wig.
at the time?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was probably about this long. So yeah.
That's a wig.
Yeah, it was pretty short. Yeah. It was a wig. It looked really good.
It looked good.
When I saw that, I was like, damn, that actually looks like my hair. That's not a bad job at all. Why the hell did I have to bleach this shit so many times? Okay, whatever.
So this is 15 years ago. Walking onto set, this is obviously, there's one out of two ways of looking at this. You're walking in with 10 Red Rangers, which is essentially a lot of egos, or you're walking into a fraternity of guys that it's like, yeah, you know what? This is going to be fun. What's the mood like when you first get there? Or do you get any kind of anxiety? Like, what is it? What's going on in your head?
Egos. They're all assholes.
Is it really egos, though?
No, it's not. Walking in, I knew three of them. I knew Solon, I knew Danny, and I knew Sean.
So you're safe. You're
yeah, I mean, there was at least.
I have
my
own clique.
Yeah, there's people that I at least know here, but I didn't know anybody else. I'd never met anybody else. I mean, I knew who they were, but I've never met them or anything like that. And when doing that episode, like while I'm sitting there, somebody walks up and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Jason," and it was Jason Frank, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing, man?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's go hang out." And I was like, fuck it, why not? Okay, it's the Andros and Tommy show. Let's do this.
So you instantly bond with Jason Frank.
We were hanging out the whole time.
Yeah, and who else is in your guys' clique at this point?
No, it was just me and him.
Just you and him?
Just the two of us. We were just like constantly hiding away and just like, hey, yeah, look at that.
So, all right, so who's the biggest prankster on Power Rangers in space?
We honestly didn't have that many pranksters. We just had people who got really, really drunk.
That's a great answer. I actually really respect that answer.
Mostly me.
I figured this much. This much. But on Power...
Nemo is his close second.
Is he?
Yeah.
You guys bonded really a lot, obviously. You guys are still really close friends.
Not right off the bat, though. No.
You guys didn't get along?
Fucking hated him.
Why?
Because he came in and he was stealing my shit.
Is this true?
Yes, this is 100% sure. 100% true. Yes, when he showed up, I was like, who the fuck is this corn poking asshole? I don't care about him.
Really? You know, he looks like a young Brad Pitt too, like in those early episodes.
That's what he did. He was a Brad Pitt lookalike.
That
was literally his job.
Really?
Yes, he was a Brad Pitt lookalike. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was his job. That was why he even booked Pleasantville.
Really?
Yeah. That was because he was a Brad Pitt lookalike.
So wait, you instantly give him the cold shoulder? Like, what did you talk shit to him the whole time? What do you do?
No. I never talked shit to him. It's just that I didn't want to have anything to do with him for the entire.
So you're pretty much like,
episode.
oh hey man, like cool.
Yeah, I don't even know if I actually even acknowledged him. I was just basically.
Really?
But that was just for the first episode that he was on.
What breaks the ice between the two of you?
I did, because I was like, this
guy's
really cool. Yeah. Well, no, I was like, that's really gay. I can't do this. I don't even know him, you know? So I was like, I can't hate somebody and I don't know the first thing about him. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give him a shot. I'm going to hang out with him, going to get to know him. And, you know, he was only on 10 episodes. So the second time he came around, it was like already it's winding down for him. So, yeah, when he shows up, I was like, all right, I'm going to give this guy a chance. And I did. And I was like, God damn it. Now I fucking love him.
And then you guys are best buds.
Yeah, I absolutely love him. Yeah.
See, look, you never know, man. Sometimes you just never know.
I know.
All right, so back to Forever Red. You and JDF chilling out the whole time, doing your thing. Mm-hmm. What do you remember most about shooting that show, or shooting that episode, I should say?
Horses on the moon.
Hey, that's the best part of the episode. Let's be real.
They're robots. Why do they need horses?
They're robot horses on the moon.
But why do they need them?
Because
they're robots.
Hey, by the way, this is a big deal because Catherine Sutherland also comes in for ADR, and so does Walter Jones. So it's not just the Red Rangers, because they both actually are doing ADR in this episode.
Right.
I mean, it is a big deal, and I do think that it's quite the anniversary episode that everyone kind of always wanted. We've never gotten really duplicated again. The closest time is obviously Once a Ranger, but did you guys know that for you, is it like, man, this is like a big deal for Power Rangers? Like, it's been on, first of all, did you think it was going to be on 10 years at this point?
Well, I did. You know, when Amit told me about it, I was like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever, I'll do it.
So it's not a big deal to you. It's just like whatever.
I didn't. Well, the thing is that like it didn't register to me that it was going to be such a big popular thing. I mean, I figured, okay, there'll be some people out there who like it, and that's great. You know, I didn't think that it was going to be like, you know, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And I never ever thought that.
But now you're on a Forever Red panel every Morphicon.
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't register to me at the time, which is kind of funny because it's kind of the opposite of the way things are. Like, a lot of people ask me, they're like, "Okay, when you first went out for Power Rangers, you know, did you realize how big it was?" And it's like, yes, of course I realized how big it was.
Everybody.
I was a human. I grew up here. I know exactly how big it was. So yeah, you know. But with the Forever Red, it was like I did not expect it to be like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing to ever happen to TV.
Let me tell you, so Forever Red, actually, I was at a Power Rangers because I was a little older at this point. I was out. And I think, I don't remember how it happened, but I saw like, it was like this greatest episodes of Power Rangers DVD at like Target or something. Oh, really? I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, I don't really have any Power Rangers DVDs. I'm going to check this out. So I got it. I bought it because it had the White Ranger. And I remember that episode of the White Ranger back in Mighty Morphin. I was really down for that. And then I get to this Forever Red thing. And it's like, what the fuck? They got all these dudes back?
Where did they get all these fruitcakes?
I was super impressed that I was like, man, this might be the coolest thing I've ever seen at the time. At first, though, when it's described, I thought it was a complete fan fiction. I thought it was going to be a retrospect episode.
Right. Yeah.
But then you get it, and it's like, wait a minute, these are actually the dudes that were in the show.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Although, I got to say, Medina killing, what was it, Serpentera?
Yeah.
Serpentera.
That you had me a little worried there when you started that sentence.
Well, with his cute little rocket cycle, he just flies it into it and it blows up. And I'm like, really?
That's logic, man.
I mean,
Power Ranger logic. You didn't get this?
That's all it took?
Chris, you teamed up with the Ninja Turtles, man.
Shut up.
Venus de Milo.
Shut up.
Does that ring any bells?
No. Never.
So here's the deal. Actually, Forever Red is probably historically one of the best Power Rangers episode of all time. It really is. Okay. It's a really well-written show. For a 30-minute kid show, It's pretty good, and
take it.
it's that sense of nostalgia. I think it's pretty cool.
Take it.
But when you get there, tell me your certain vibe on each guy, like initially that you met, and you guys all didn't shoot at the same time.
No. But I do remember, like, all of us being on set at the same time. It's just that it's like, okay, now we're going to take Dan, and we're going to go shoot with him for the next 4 or 5 hours. The rest of you, sit down and fuck off, do whatever you're going to do. So, yeah, there was a lot of sitting around and just doing nothing. So, yeah, when I first showed up, yeah, I knew Selwyn, I knew Danny, and I knew Sean, and I didn't know anybody else. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll hang out with them. And then, yeah, it was Jason Frank who came up to me and was like, hey, man, how you doing? I'm Jason.
So is Jason Frank at this point more of a loner?
Honestly, I don't really know if he was a loner. I just know that he came up to me like, I was sitting there by myself, and then he came up to me by himself, and he was like, "Hey, man, how you doing? I'm Jason."
Instantly hit it off with JDF.
Yeah, we got along really well.
It's crazy though, because I think that on YouTube you can find it. There's a behind the scenes stuff that you guys did, but it's mainly you hanging out with him.
Yes,
and you cringe. You cringe a little bit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Because that was when I met Austin. I love Austin. I absolutely love Austin. I get along. Austin is fucking hands down. He's one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a really
awesome.
really cool dude.
In fact, he actually one of those pictures that Griff drew, the one with all for the Forever Red one. Austin signed it, and he wrote on it, "Chris, you are my pimp. Love, Austin." And I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Austin is a good dude. I've
had
a few drinks with the guy. I really love hanging out with the guy.
Oh yeah. But when we did that thing,
he's a fireball guy. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, he is a fireball guy. When we did that thing where Jason was filming me and all that, that was kind of at Austin's expense. It was meant to be kind of like a
realistically
with Austin.
I mean, realistically though, listen, let's be real about it. It's 15 years ago, and kids will be kids, and especially at that point, most of you guys are in your early 30s, late 20s, mid 20s, early 20s. Right. It spans, and listen, we all kind of do the same thing here. We all dick around with each other.
What year was it? Was it 2002, right?
Well, it's what 20 years ago. So we're talking 20.
I thought. Well,
I'm sorry. Your season was 20 years ago.
My show was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's about 02, maybe?
I think it was 02. So I don't even know how old I am now. Okay, wait, that, and then minus 16 years. Yeah, I was a fucking baby.
You're a kid,
oh my
man.
God, I was a little guy.
You guys are just doing kid things, being immature. I mean, it happens, and it's fun. It keeps things light on set.
But Austin wasn't a baby. He was already like 40 years old or something like that.
Austin's gonna hate you for saying that.
I love you, Austin. Oh my God, you're so sexy.
Austin knows, he accepts it. He's like, but hey, Austin looks great.
Austin isn't old. Austin is seasoned.
That guy has stories too,
He's
man.
like a
I
steak.
love talking to Austin. He has some crazy stories.
Yeah, he does.
But
they get better when he's drunk.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. They absolutely do. So you get that, you finish that episode. How do they? So you know that Danny's not in this.
Yeah.
So he's not even. He never meets you guys whenever you guys are shooting. He does all of his stuff separately.
Yeah.
Now, once you know that when you read the script initially, was Danny's role different because they didn't get him back right away? Because it definitely changes.
I'll be honest. I can't recall that. I don't think that it was.
It changes that much.
I don't think it was that different.
Okay.
I don't think, but that's just this is also how long ago? This is like 400 years ago, so I can't really remember that well.
It's
a little while.
It's a good 16 years ago or so, 16, 17 years. So you finally finish that episode. You're done. What's the vibe like when you wrap that? Big rap party? Because mostly Medina here at this point, it's really his show at this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was his season.
It was his season.
So,
it's his
show.
Yeah.
And he beat up Serpentera with his cute little bicycle and shit. Whatever. I'm not bitter. Yeah, I think there was a lot of drunk people.
Yeah.
If I recall.
Hey, what's your outro line when you guys are all doing the big giant fist bump?
Well, that depends.
Because Selwyn's
what was the original one, or what was
Selwyn's
the
is
one
he
that
got baked into a giant pizza. What's your line?
Yeah, Selwyn's was something like, "Hey, did I ever tell you guys about the time I got baked into a pizza?" And we're like, "Fuck you, yes, we know." Which I always thought, no, please explain this to me. Wait, what happened to you?
Wait, so in your whole time in space, TJ and Andros, he doesn't go off like, "Hey, Andros, there's this one time I got baked into a giant pizza."
Baked into a pizza,
and then he comes back and says, "Well, that's why you're not the Red Ranger anymore." I'm just kidding. I love Selwyn. Just kidding.
You wonder why you lost the job, Bucko. Well, here it is.
What do you remember? What's your original line, and what's the line they end up going with?
Well, I'll tell you what the line they ended up going with was. It was along the lines of.
Is any of this improv, by the way, or is it all improv?
No.
Oh, it's scripted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything was 100% scripted.
Because there is that in Turbo, Selwyn says, "We're gonna toss your salad," and that's a.
That was scripted.
That was scripted.
That was scripted.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, that was scripted. Yes. And you're very close because he said it with more enthusiasm.
We're gonna
toss your salad. It's just like
I feel
you
like
are so gay.
You people
What
should
the
super
fuck?
chat us just for us doing that. So what's your line? Somebody in chat has it here.
Yes. Well, the line that they went with, the one that they ended up showed up on TV was something along the lines of, "Well, I'm the one that saved 2 worlds." Something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's close to that.
It's, "Hey, I saved 2 worlds."
Hey, I saved 2 worlds. Yeah. Okay,
so what about that?
So what about yeah.
So what was the other line?
But the original line, there was only 2 lines. There was that one, what it got turned into, and then the original line. And the original line was, "Well, hey, I'm the one that destroyed Zordon." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to say that. That's great." And they were like, "Yeah, say it." And I was like, "Ah, yeah, I'm the bad guy." So yeah, that was originally what they had me say. We filmed it. And filming it, you can actually see the part where Jason and Austin's hearts break a little bit. And yeah, but they have me film that, and they have me say that. Well, I'm the one that destroyed Zordon, and yeah, that was it.
I want to see this. I feel like this footage should exist somewhere.
I know it should.
Who shall I write to obtain this?
Chip.
Me and Chip are on good terms.
Yeah.
Talk to Chip on good terms. Yeah. So is Chip's not your EP? Oh, he is at this time, right?
I think he was at that time. Yeah, I think it was.
Time. So he clears it to let Amit do this.
Chip is the shit. He's awesome. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, go for it."
That's a polarizing statement. That's.
I think he's awesome.
Well,
Chip was awesome. He let me say, "Hey, I killed Zordon. What about y'all, motherfuckers?" So I was like, "Yeah, he's badass. I can live with that."
He's okay. I like Chip as a person. I think he's great as a person, but some of his seasons to me have not been.
You can't judge a man by the Power
by his
Ranger
work?
seasons. No, but how the Power Ranger seasons go and all that.
Yeah, absolutely,
I mean,
you can.
You can't.
Come
judge
on.
him, no.
You can't.
No.
You can. You totally can.
Because you can sit there and then look at my season and everybody can sit there and say, "Oh, your season was so great" and all that shit. We had the Ninja Turtles and it was fucking stupid.
Well,
it never made sense. And we had Seymour. And that was really stupid.
I got 2 words for you, man. Venus de Milo. Venus de Milo. Realistically, though, your season is one of the best, and it's historically going down as one of the best seasons.
I appreciate that.
No, I mean it is 20 years. That's crazy to me, man. We're sitting here talking about because listen, realistically, I mean, how close are you to Saban now? Like Saban Brands. That's a lot.
Saban Brands?
Saban Brands.
Oh, because I was wondering if you meant Saban himself.
You've never met Time, I feel like.
Nope.
I've met Haim.
I've never met him. He wouldn't
know
me.
You know
he
what?
would not know me if I walked into
Fun
the room.
fact, Chris, I don't even think you know this. I was on an episode of Power Rangers.
Not on my season.
Not on your season. I was on Font and Anna and Sean's season. They did the crossover. I was in that episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for serving my drink, buddy.
Well, here, let me stir it for you too.
Oh, what are you, Carlos?
I know, right? There you go, Messa.
So the one thing I do love about with Saban Brands, how's your relationship with them currently? Nothing.
Non-existent.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
Would you come back to the show?
If I could kill the Power Rangers, yeah.
Would you come back and would you come back if they did like a Forever Red 2? Or maybe just another like big reunion like they're gonna do for 25?
Can I kill the Power Rangers?
You can be on the Power Rangers team.
I can't kill them. Can I maim them?
You can
Can I
shake
hurt
somebody's
them?
hand very aggressively.
Nice to meet you.
That can be a thing.
Yeah, you know, if they wanted me to come back, the thing is though,
I swear
not
to God,
bleaching the hair.
Hey, no
not
joke.
bleaching the hair.
People think I'm lying about this. I swear to God, I was in an episode of Power Rangers, and JD, you can back me up on this. You can actually ask Deborah.
That's the look of a man who's like, what the fuck is he doing?
No, he knows because I talk about it all the time. I was on an episode of Power Rangers. I was an extra though. I was in a rollerblading scene.
Okay.
Central Casting signed me up for it. I
Okay,
was super
yeah,
out of
yeah.
it. But the only way that I can really confirm this, and you can ask Deborah, I was like, Deborah, do you have a brother? And she was like, yeah, how do you know my brother? That's the only dude I hung out with the whole time on set because her brother was also in the episode.
Deb Phillips?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
And I was like, and she's like, you know my brother? And I was like, yeah. So I swear to God. I was in a rollerblading scene and I remember this little Asian guy directing us on how to like do rollerblading. And I was like, I know how to rollerblade.
Okay. Wow. I love Deb.
True story.
By the way, I love Deb. Deb, I love you. I love you, Deb.
All right, so let's continue on with this chat. Let's see. What else we got? Power Rangers. We were talking about Power Rangers. The drinks are starting.
Oh, that's what we were talking about was Power Rangers. Okay.
We finally now have the 20th anniversary amongst people have been asking, are you going to be at Morphicon?
Yes, I'm going to be at MorphCon. To my knowledge, just about everybody from Power Rangers in Space will be there.
Just about.
Just about. Patty is questionable.
We're going to take that as a yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna take that as a no.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody else, though, yes. And I'm pretty sure Melody will be there.
Melody will be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's like at least 85% sure that she will be there. As far as Patty goes, at least 95% sure she will not be there.
Really?
So, yeah.
You guys going to do a big Power Rangers in Space panel? Or are you going to do what I suggested?
Well, I'd rather do what you suggested.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, the giant naked orgy.
That's close. Close.
Yeah!
We're close. So when you think back about Power Rangers now, because I feel, let's be real, I feel that when you first were out of it, it's kind of like I'm kind of done with this Power Ranger stuff. But now Power Rangers is a big deal now. Like, you got to think, man, pop culture wise, it's an iconic show.
Sure.
Not a lot of shows go 25 years.
No, you're right. Yeah.
How do you feel now looking back that you're a part of like that kind of history, and especially being one of the better seasons?
Dude, I got to be Luke Skywalker on Power Rangers, so I don't give a shit. Fuck everybody else. I got to be Luke Skywalker. That's awesome. Okay, there it is.
Okay, let's play a fun little game. You ready?
Go for it.
It's called word association. I'm gonna say a name, and you are gonna give me your first.
Where
reaction.
are we going with this, Josh? Come on now.
First reaction.
I've seen this happen before. I know what's gonna happen.
Here we go. You ready?
Sure. Okay. Go.
Austin St. John.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good answer.
Yeah.
Selwyn Ward.
Also awesome. Wait, do I have to do?
If all of your answers are awesome.
No, I mean, if you're gonna ask me about specific people, I mean, these people are fucking cool.
Ninja Turtles.
Raphael.
Okay. Did you kind of geek out a little bit that you were on an episode? Because realistically, it's a Ninja
God,
Turtles.
it was gay as shit.
You didn't like it?
It was It was horrible. It was
Why didn't you like it?
It was the dumbest episode, period, because I loved Ninja Turtles so much more than I loved Power Rangers.
Well, then you got to team up with them.
Why are they here? No, they're so much better than us.
Better leader, Leonardo or Andros?
Andros. Fuck Leonardo. He's a douche.
He is kind of a douche.
Raphael would be the better leader.
Well, he's a hothead.
So?
He's not fit.
So's Andros.
He's not fit for this. Well, Andros is a better leader. All right. Let's see. Jason Frank.
Green.
That's the first thing that comes to your mind? Green.
I don't know. You said word association. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
Green is the first thing that comes to
Because you were giving me shit about saying awesome before, so I'm sitting here like, okay, I can't say awesome.
Forever.
I'm not allowed to.
Forever Red.
Red.
X-Men. Beast. I knew it. I knew he was going to say that. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, buddy.
Watch it. Phantom Ranger.
You.
Yeah! That was really all I was doing this when I'm sitting.
I knew you were waiting for that one.
Patty.
Damn, I was going to say, because like whatever you were about to say, I was about to say Patty.
Really?
Like literally whatever you're going to say. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Patty's gorgeous.
Let's see.
Did you see that when she was in that commercial where she was like giving birth? It was like a commercial. You know which one I'm talking about? It was like an insurance one. It was like insurance.
Yeah. I have seen this
she's
commercial.
giving birth and all that shit. And I was just like looking at her and I was like, this bitch is not aged at all. And this just happened like last year or something like that. And
She
I'm
was,
like, damn,
she
looks
was just on the
gorgeous.
20th anniversary. She looked great.
Yeah? Does she look the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Patty never ages.
Matter of fact, 3 of your castmates were on that. Melody, Selwyn, and Patty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about the
Super Mega Force.
Oh, okay.
Summer season.
Yeah, that was a few years ago, right?
I mean, 5, but that's not a ton of time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I know she was on that. I thought you meant like there was another one where she was.
There is another one. Have you talked
that she's on?
I don't think so, but I think Selwyn is.
Oh, okay.
We can't talk about this on screen.
Okay.
But yeah, there's another 25th anniversary coming up.
Patty is beautiful. Done.
Patty is beautiful. Tracy.
Also beautiful.
Also beautiful.
Yeah. Tracy has the greatest smile. When Tracy is happy, like the world knows it.
Who do you not want to be around when they're really upset on your season?
Me.
Really? Are you the most like difficult, like most like dickish?
I'm an asshole. I know that. Yeah. So if I'm really pissy, then yeah, I'm totally an asshole. Yeah, I'm the worst.
What about between the girls? Who would give you the most headaches?
It's so funny that you said that like that because the first thing I thought you were sitting there going to say, "Who gave you the most head?" And I was like, "Well,
whoa!"
I thought that's what you were going with. First.
Wow!
And I was like,
After
wow,
Dark.
okay.
This is titled After Dark for a reason, folks.
No, who gave me the most headaches? Oh,
it's funny because when you said it back to me,
now you're thinking it. Yeah,
thinking it.
Sex time, kids.
Thinking it.
No, neither one of them was ever a problem for me. I did hang out with Patty a lot more than I hung out with Tracy. We would party and all this stuff. And she would go singing with us all the time. Although I don't really recall her singing that much. I think she kind of just was like, fuck it, let everybody else do it.
Let's just have fun,
Yeah, you guys sang, I'll watch.
I kind of do get the fact that Patty's just so chill. Like, hey, let's just go have a beer and just chill out. I can't say now. Whereas I feel like Tracy's more like, hey, let's go have a proper lunch and I'm gonna eat a salad and I'm gonna talk business.
That's very well.
I love.
You're right.
I love Tracy. I'm on a panel with her tomorrow. I love Tracy, but
okay.
But it seems like that. Like they just have different vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like
you're absolutely right about that. Yeah.
Haim Saban, Haim Satan.
Oh wait, we're still doing the word association? Oh, okay. Unknown.
Unknown. You've never met the guy.
Never met him.
Just sign your paychecks.
Never been in the same room with him. He would not know me. I would not know him if we.
You don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah,
so
if he walked
he's
in
like
right
a
now,
mythical
we would have
Zordon
no idea.
of your real life ish.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. But you're not gonna kill him, so let's be real. Have you bought your own action figure of the Legacy figures?
For the Legacy figures. No, I actually have had like a ton of people give them to me.
They're great. Well, I need one, so if you want to give one away, just say.
Yeah, I can give you a couple.
Okay, I just need one.
Will got me one. Actually, it was really funny.
Wait, Chili Willy?
Will Miyamoto.
Oh, Will Miyamoto.
It was really funny because I went to if you guys don't know who Will Miyamoto is, Will Miyamoto and his wife Nikki, they build R2-D2s.
Yeah.
That's what they do. And we went and we saw The Last Jedi together because we're all very much Star Wars nerds. But yeah, Will, he invited me to his birthday last year and he was like, yo, come on out to my birthday. And I was like, yeah, man, all right, cool. So I showed up, I got there early, and I helped him set up everything, and we're having a great time and all this stuff. And then he's like, okay, so here's the deal. At my birthday, I try to make it so that everybody gets a gift. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? It's your birthday. And he's like, no, screw it. We have a raffle, and we have gifts that we're going to give away. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. So, and then he said to me, okay, but for you, there's a specific gift for you. Now, for the raffle, you have to answer a question. And if you get it right, then you get the gift. And I was like, Okay, cool. And he asked me a question. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But I know it was something about Power Rangers. It was something about my season. And it's like, what was Andros's last words to Kuro? I don't know, whatever the fuck it was. But whatever it was, and I was like, shit, I think it's this. And I was right. And he was like, cool, here's the gift. And he gave me the Legacy figure. And then I told him, dude, if you're going to give me this, I need you to sign it. So he signed it, and he signed it to Chris. Fuck you. Love, Will. And I was like, that's the one I want. That's what I wanted. So,
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's got a big to Chris. Fuck you. Love, Will.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was just going to ask you something about did you steal any props? Because you guys were the last season to wear the communicators, the proper communicators that, because Tracy still has hers.
Yeah,
passed down
I don't know how she got hers. I have no idea how she got hers.
Really?
We were not allowed to take anything off the set. She had to have jacked that shit. She had to have.
Because that's like a relic, because it's been passed down from
Yeah.
Twee to Karen,
Right.
to
Nakia.
to Nakia to Tracy.
To Tracy, yeah. Wait, did the Alien Ranger, did they have it?
I don't think they had it.
They didn't have it. They didn't have it? Okay.
No. Because yours is even a little bit more iconic, because it goes Austin, and then Steve, and then JDF.
Yeah.
And then who was after that? Selwyn and you.
And then Selwyn and me, yeah.
I never got the concept of that either, because someone goes up in space with the red one, and does he say, "Hey, well, let's trade colors"?
Yeah,
Like- But no, realistically, you have no idea what happened with that, huh?
Yeah, no. The moment I walked on set, they told us flat out, they were like, no, nobody's taking anything off the set. You are not allowed to take anything. The moment that you wrap every day, we're going to have somebody come in with a checklist, literally a checklist, and go over everything to make sure that everything is here. And we're like, okay, well, we're not trying to steal shit. Jesus, come on. Even though we're totally like trying to steal shit. But yeah, they were like, no, can't do it. You're not allowed to do it.
Who made your helmet?
The one that I have now? Mm-hmm. Ollie Mansfield made it. He's actually made both of my helmets.
What happened to your first one? What do you say, both?
Somebody...
Oh, I know this story, I think.
Yeah, somebody that used to be kind of close to me, she that will not be named...
I thought you were going to say you broke it, that's why. But it's just...
No, it was stolen.
It was stolen.
That was stolen.
But you got a second one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, the one that I have now... I was going to... Where was
Auction
I
it.
No. I'm saying I was going to a convention. I think I was going to... When I was going to Canada.
That's where I'm from.
And while I was doing it, the Uber driver, he was insane. And he was driving like a madman. And I didn't think to have the helmet, on me.
Yeah.
I put it in the trunk and all that.
Oh, so it's shaking around.
It got cracked.
It got cracked.
It's got a huge crack going up the side of it now. So
now you can tell people it's the original, though. May get some top dollar.
No, they all know No, everybody knows the original story. They know what happened to the original one.
What happened to the original one?
The original one was used on SPD.
Oh, that's right.
And then, after they finished that episode, Saban decided that we're not going to let anybody have this. So they threw them all in a wood chipper.
What?
Yeah. All of the in-space helmets, the real ones that were on the show, they threw them in a wood chipper. Don't ask me. I don't know why, but that's what they did.
That's just burning money, Saban, you morons.
Yeah, that is. So.
Let's be all right. So this is the 25th. This is the epic 25th anniversary of Power Rangers. And I will say this, because you're a comic book reader. I'm a comic book reader. Have you been reading the Boom Studios comics, Power Rangers?
No, I've been.
Should. They're very good.
I'm too busy dealing with other comic book stuff.
I'm sure. Yeah, you are actually. But they are very good. They are very good. Would you like to see a story based on Andros? Because I don't know if you know this or not, but the next annual is going to have stories from different Rangers.
Oh.
I don't know if your Ranger's one of the stories it's focused on, but I feel like a Space Ranger is.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think that they would not do that.
Oh, dude, it's amazing though. Like the Boom Studios comic, legit is so good.
I know it looks good. I've seen the artwork for it.
The stories
looks good.
Even the story's a little bit more dull. Do you know who Finster is
Yeah. He was
there's
the
an
older guy who's white.
Yeah. I talk about this. I know people and the fans are gonna be like, "Who?" But I talk about this. So in the last annual, there's a Finster story about how he has a wife on this alien planet, but he just wants to create. So he creates these monsters, and it's like killing everybody in his town. Then eventually, his wife's like, "You're crazy. You got to stop doing this." And he kills his wife, and then Rita recruits him, and he's like, "I'll make monsters for you. I love creating." It's dark, and the artwork.
He killed his wife?
Yeah, the artwork is beautiful.
He killed his wife?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's dark.
Now the character is actually cool. Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's why I'm really interested to see. Because all right, so what's your theory? Give me a theory here. And we're going to say this is canon, Saban. So what's your theory here?
We're telling you.
We're telling you what's canon. In Power Rangers in Space, you have you and Zane, but obviously there's 4 other morphers.
Right.
Are we led to believe that the 4 other Rangers died? And
yes.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. They died. Whoever the team was before, Andros was definitely the red, and Zane was silver. They got into a fight with somebody. I like to think that it was Ecliptor.
I like to think that too.
Yeah, they got into a fight with him because Ecliptor is just unbeatable, at least for Andros. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that somebody else could beat him, find a way, outthink it.
But it's the mental thing.
But yeah, it's the mental thing. Andros cannot, no matter what, he can never beat him. So I like to think that it was him. But yeah, they had a team, and the other 4 guys, so blue, yellow, black, and pink, they're dead.
So what
they're
we saw in the 2017
dead.
Power Ranger movie, in the headcanon, you have kind of takes place in Power Rangers in Space. It's the prequel, we would say. Like you guys get totally destroyed. You kind of get out of there just with your buddy. Put him in a
and put him in the meat locker.
In the meat locker, and then the other 4 are just gone, dead.
Yeah, they're just straight up dead.
I think honestly, I always thought that too. Mainly because when you get Zane and he's like in the meat locker, it's like, well, he tried to save one of his dudes,
right,
and the other 4 are just dead.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what I always figured. It wasn't even one of those things where it's like, well, it's because Andros and Zane are the best of friends. No, it's like whoever he could save. Yes. And I think that it was like, okay, Nemo is right here. Grab, run, and that's it. And it's like, shit, I can't do anything about these other guys.
I agree.
I gotta go. So yeah.
Yeah. See, and how personally, how cool would a mini series comic would be of that? I think that's awesome.
That would be great seeing. Like the origin, God, that would be like would be like Rogue One.
But here's what they have done in the Boom Studios comic. It takes place in the 1960s. Zordon recruits a whole new team before Mighty Morphin. They all essentially die.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
really.
The Rangers comics is legitimately amazing.
They have 60s Rangers.
Yeah, but they were from the 60s. They were in the Mighty Morphin suits and they all die. Zordon sends them out and they all die essentially.
Does the black person have an afro?
The black? No, I don't know actually.
No afro?
So.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, he was a military guy.
Oh, that's bullshit,
he's a military
man.
guy.
Come on, I want to see a giant afro.
But the story's really good, and it shows you that, like, man, there's consequences here.
Right.
I think that's so cool for a story, for a space story of who was Andros and Zane's team, and how did that all come about? I think that's such a cool story.
Yeah, I completely concur. I agree with you. That would be really cool to see that. So I don't know if they'll ever do it. I have no idea.
You familiar with Power Rangers Hyperforce?
Slightly.
It's the.
I know it's going on right now.
How do you know that? Are you in it? You gonna be in it? Don't lie to me.
I'm not going to.
You're gonna be in it. You're in it. Can I confirm this? Breaking story: Christopher Khayman Lee returns for Hyper. They've contacted you. So you are on good terms with Saban. You were just talking shit about him. Now
Saban? No, I've never talked to Saban.
You've talked to Hyperforce.
So? That doesn't mean that I've talked to...
Have you talked to Hyper RPG?
What?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No, what did you say?
This isn't word association anymore.
No, what did you say?
Have you talked to the people from Hyper RPG?
From Hyperforce?
Hyper RPG, Hyperforce, yeah.
I talked to somebody.
Was it Peter? He was just here.
I haven't talked to Peter. I've never met Peter.
You've never met Peter?
No. He seems like a really nice kid.
You tried to kiss his brother when we did the movie premiere.
I make out with his brother whenever possible.
I know.
Because Yoshi is so goddamn gorgeous. Come on.
Yoshi's
tell me
good-looking
I'm
man.
wrong. I mean,
Yoshi's a
he's
good-looking
so
man.
goddamn good looking.
Chris, you can't keep a secret, LOL. We're getting in the chat room right now.
What?
You're in Hyperforce. Which episode?
I didn't
They going
say
into
that.
space?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know.
It's you.
I didn't say anything.
You're in Hyperforce.
I didn't say nothing.
That's crazy. Crazy. Christopher Khayman leads in Power Rangers Hyperforce. Which episode? How many more weeks do we have to wait? Where's the studio out in Burbank? I got invited down there just a couple weeks ago.
Okay, wonderful.
Are we going together to hang out there? Or?
If you want to, but I've never been there.
Yet.
Wow.
When's your date scheduled?
Wow. Listen to this guy.
You're going to be on Hyperforce.
April?
Mm-hmm. You're such a liar. Is it really April? Is that the finale? Are they bringing back the Forever, I don't know, Forever Red 2? Led by Marv?
You deal with this constantly, right?
Every day.
Like all the time, huh? Both of you.
This is our life.
This is wow. This is just wow. He's that kid with the stick, and he's just.
You're gonna be in it. You're gonna be in Hyperforce. That's amazing. I think that's great. Because how do you like RPGs?
I have played one time in my life. Me and my friend Danny, we played Dungeons and Dragons one time just to try it out because I was like, I whatever, man, we'll give it a shot. And it was actually, I really had a good time because the person that was running it, I don't think that they understood that both Danny and I are writers. So it's like, oh no, motherfucker, we'll come up with some shit on your ass. So, he was like, oh, well, you walk into the room and then this happens. And then we're just sitting there like, okay, yeah. But we're going to react by doing this. And he's just like, shit, I totally did not even think about that. Damn, that's really brilliant. So, yeah, I've done it one time. I've never done it beyond that. So, I don't know, man. I mean.
So, I got a question for you. This isn't Hyperforce related. Relax.
Okay.
So there's this great Sentai. It's a Sentai RPG that's out. If I got you, and maybe Allison McGinnis, because she's really into RPGs. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Is it?
She's huge in RPGs.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Allison McGinnis. Maybe
Allie Mac.
Maybe a few others. Maybe we get Yoshi. We get a few others. Ciara.
I know Yoshi is.
Yeah.
Ciara is?
Well, we can get Ciara to do whatever. But
if there's enough booze, we'll get her to do whatever we want.
What if we did our own All-Star Power Rangers RPG? Would you be down?
Can I be a bad guy?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You can do whatever you want. You control the story.
Can I kill Power Rangers?
It's not. Well, we're not sponsored by Saban, so I guess so.
I'm totally in.
Speaking of which, now I've been going on these rants a lot lately about how much.
You don't say.
About how much I feel the fans get cheated from Power Rangers from time to time.
Okay.
My whole thing is this. This is the 25th anniversary, and you and I were talking about this earlier, is that in the 25th anniversary, by the way, yes, Allison was going to be on the show today with you, and you knew that. I think you knew that.
You had mentioned Allison and Steven.
Yeah, so, but they actually had a family thing they had to go to, which is out here in Torrance.
They're just having sex.
Wow.
I love both of them.
I love both of them, too. They're amazing people.
I'm sure they're boning like rabbits, though, right now.
They are totally. They are totally. But,
am I wrong, Josh? Come on. It's probably likely.
Allison's
They're both, unfortunately, too goddamn good looking.
I was just going to say the same thing.
They're just too damn good looking.
I was just going to say the same thing. But
if I was either one of them, I wouldn't be able to keep my hands off the other.
Yeah, and they're both super cool people. Like, I love sitting down and just talking.
Oh yeah, they're
with
fucking
two.
awesome.
Those two are awesome.
So okay,
you'd be down to do this. So I was going on my rant about this. I feel that Saban, the fans deserve more for sticking around 25 years. Of people that have followed this franchise. Don't you feel that like Saban's not the best at giving the fans what they want, nor the actors at times, and you can attest to that. And
okay, but in what way do you mean for the fans?
So here's my deal. You get this kind of like, see, I feel like Saban sets us up for a lot of disappointment from time to time. It happens quite often. Realistically, the 20th anniversary wasn't what people wanted it to be, and this is the 25th. This is a quarter century, and I feel in a quarter century, and a lot of TV shows don't get to this level. I feel that the fans. Yeah. I don't feel necessarily that Saban treats the fans intelligently enough to give us good storytelling. And good storytelling and presenting it to a more sophisticated fan base.
Okay, do you want me to disagree with that? Or
no, I want you to agree or disagree with that.
Yes.
You agree?
Yeah.
So you're on my boat with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like your season was actually, like I said before, it took 5 years to lead up to where we got.
Right.
And I feel like nowadays we don't, and I was just talking to Peter about this, we don't get that. And I feel like it's, do they view the fans as just being like kids all the time or stupid or like, what is it? You can speak candidly.
We'll just say yeah.
We'll just say yeah.
Probably yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
when I was actually on the show, and we're talking about when I was on my series, not when I came back and did Forever Red, but when I was on my series, I lived up in the area where the show was filmed, which was the show was filmed in Valencia. I lived in Canyon Country, which is 8 minutes away. It's literally right next door. When I was on the show, we're going to say maybe a few months into it, I remember I went out somewhere, I was getting something to eat, I was by myself, I was just grabbing something to eat, and somebody my age came up to me, and this guy said, "Oh my God, dude, you're on Power Rangers. Dude, you're like my favorite fucking show. I love Power Rangers now, man." And again, I'm looking at him and I'm like, "You're my age. Why are you watching this? Don't watch. No, you're too old for this." But that's the thing, is that with my season, not just my season, plenty of other seasons as well. But I know with my season, there was more of a, this isn't exactly geared around 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's we're trying to at least up the ante a little bit.
And it felt that way.
Yeah, so, yeah, I was very shocked about that. Again, when I was on the show, I was like 20. I was like, I just turned 20, I think. And yeah, this kid had to be at least 18 years old. And he was like, "Oh my God, man, you're on Power Rangers. I watch you all the time. I watch your show every week and all that." And I'm just sitting there like, why do you do that? Don't do that. Don't watch my show. You're too old for this stuff. But I didn't realize it then. I had no idea about it.
Because you're in the bubble then. You're only working on it. You're in the bubble. I get it.
Exactly, yeah. I did not see it. I did not get it. I knew that, okay, we're doing Star Wars. I'm Luke Skywalker. Zane is going to be Han, and Melody is Leia/Vader. I get it, but I just didn't really grasp how
impactful it can be to like other people, right?
Impactful and adult it can be.
Dude.
And to go back to what you're saying is, like, does Saban, like, treat its fans like children? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they give their fans enough, the benefit of the doubt.
I agree.
Anything like that. I don't think that they do that. So, yeah.
And it's unfortunate, too, because
very much so, yes.
I feel like this is and Allie McGinnis we talked about this a little bit, is that she's a huge Doctor Who fan. Doctor Who's been around for 50, 60 years.
As long as it's Tenet.
You're a Tenet guy.
Fuck the rest of them.
You're a Tenet guy. Me too. I'm a Tenet guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I'm a Paul McGann guy, but I like Tenet too. But the interesting thing about that show is it's a kid show that kind of grew into being for everybody. Sure. And I think that Power Rangers can easily be that.
Yeah.
And people have talked about, well, it's a kid show. Well, Coco was a kid's movie, and it still had adult themes in it. And something like The Incredibles is for kids, but it's still great. Like, I love The Incredibles.
Anybody ever see Meet the Feebles? It's a puppet movie.
Is it good?
Anybody ever see that? You haven't seen it either? Meet the Feebles? Look that up.
Is this like porn thing?
It's so close. But it's puppets. It's like Muppet puppets. It's like, that's what it is. Meet the Feebles.
I just kind of wish that Saban would start treating Power Rangers with a little bit more respect.
Right. I totally dig it. I dig what you're saying.
And then, you know what? And on the actor side, I really do wish that, because it's so interesting the way that they do this, because people sign contracts for 2 years, and they can't really.
Ours was one.
I mean, yours was a lot different, but they sign contracts for 2 years, and now we're in a different area because now conventions are a huge thing. Back in the day, you guys didn't have that necessarily.
Yeah, true.
So
True.
Now conventions are a huge thing. You sign for 2 years, and you can't make appearances. And the thing is, that's when you're at your hottest.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which kind of sucks, right?
Yeah. I mean, that is complete bullshit, because I learned about that from Yoshi. And he was like, yeah, man, I want to go out there. I want to do all these conventions with you guys, but I legally, I just can't. I'm not allowed. Saban will sue the shit out of me and all that stuff. I was like, damn, dude, but you're like, and this was like maybe a year or two ago, whenever the hell his show was on.
Sure. It's like a couple years ago?
Yeah, so he was like, he was like the big thing. It's Yoshi. Fucking everybody loves Yoshi. God damn it, Josh, we both want to have sex with Yoshi. You know that, right?
Goes without saying.
He's that badass. He's beautiful.
Goes
he's
without saying.
Fucking beautiful.
And he's such a nice dude.
Oh, he's bullshit nice. God damn,
I just remember us being outside
Satan.
of a theater, you trying to kiss him,
Yes.
him being very resistant, and I don't know if it happened or not, can't confirm or deny it, but it was a lot of fun that night.
In my dreams, it did.
Well, in my reality, it may have.
I think Yoshi's actually Satan.
Yeah, Yoshi.
He's
I love
too
that
good
guy.
looking.
Matter of fact,
He's too good looking and too nice.
I love the Sidarso family. They're the nicest group of people that you'll ever meet. Like his wife
all
Sarah.
demons.
His wife Sarah's.
I've met, Sarah.
She's great.
Wonderful. She is wonderful. Yes.
And then Peter's woman or Peter's.
But
lady,
I
she's
deserve
beautiful.
Yoshi, not her.
But realistically, so you were talking about trying to get Yoshi to go to cons, and
Yeah. And he was like, no, I can't do it, man. I'm not allowed. I have the contract, and I'm just not allowed to do it. And I always thought, wow, that's really fucked up, because it's like you're not filming, and he's already done with all of his ADR stuff, so he doesn't legally have to go back there to do anything. And it's like, no, it's for at least the next 4, 5, 6 months or something like that. You're not allowed to do it because the show is still airing, and it's like
ridiculous.
that's bullshit. It's
bullshit.
Yeah, that's just straight up bullshit. So yeah.
Now, seeing all that, I mean, you're a comic writer. You have your own book. You have your own comic. You have your own comic.
I do. Oh.
Would you ever be interested in writing for Boom Studios, doing a Power Ranger storyline?
If I could write it the way that I want to write it.
Which seems like they're getting a lot of leeway to do that because they feel like it takes place in a different universe. So I feel like that happens.
If I can make things dark and violent and
hey man, realistically,
horrible.
Really read, because this Lord Draken thing, have you heard of Lord Draken, right? No? Yes or no?
No, I don't know.
It's Lord Draken is essentially Tommy, but had he not, even after the spell's broken, he's like, fuck it, I'm still going with Rita. And he takes over the universe, he chops off Jason's head, and he's like, you know what? This is what it's going to be. And then there's a resistance. There's a resistance that starts, and it's like filled, it's called the Coinless, because Tommy stole all the coins.
Oh my god.
It's actually, realistically, it's a really good story. You should read it.
Okay.
It's really dark
Called
too.
the Coinless?
I believe it's like something like that.
Okay.
But it's an extremely good story. I promise you that it's good.
All right.
But if you're given that leeway, you'll do it.
If they said to me, we'd like you to come in and try to do something with us, and you could write basically whatever you want. I mean, I know nobody ever gives you like complete carte blanche.
Sure, for sure.
Nobody ever does that. But if they were like, for the most part, we're going to let you do whatever you want to do. We'll just have, the last word on everything. And I'd be like, yeah, sure.
What's your elevator pitch?
My elevator pitch? If you're going to have anybody write a Power Ranger story, why don't you have a Power Ranger write it?
I agree.
And he's a writer, too.
And you're...
Oh, my God. And I've been doing it for longer than I was a Power Ranger.
Jason Smith. You know Jason Smith at all? He was the Red Jungle Fury Ranger.
Oh.
I don't know if he's done cons. I don't know if he's done cons really much.
Which one is Jungle Fury? Which one is that?
Probably the one that looks like jungle animals, I'd guess.
I don't know.
I'm just fucking with you.
I don't know.
It's Jungle Fury was during the Disney era. It was
I don't know. I don't think I've met Jason.
Jason Smith. Well, funny enough, he actually went back and went to be a writer on Power Rangers for Megaforce.
Oh. Okay.
Is that something you'd even toy with, writing Power Rangers?
Unfortunately, it's just too G-rated for
me. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not necessarily with the direction that
where they want to go with that stuff is just always like oh golly gee, Zordon, what do we do now? And it's like no, I actually write shit where people they actually kill people and then pull the skin off of their face and eat it, and it's like that's what I write.
That's dark.
Yeah, but it's funny and it's cool. Well, maybe not funny, but it's definitely cool and all that. So, it's a little more dark than what, Alpha. Find me 5 teenagers with attitude. Well done. Yeah, good choice.
And
yeah,
it's
you get
almost- that
they're
line-
really scary kids.
That
Boom.
line is almost as good as Carlos, fetch me my blanket. Now, we got to go back and talk.
Did I never actually said that though, right? I don't think I did.
I know, I
did
made that up.
But
That's a great line, though.
It almost feels
Can
like
I just make a
would've
shirt with
said that.
Andros in the
Carlos,
chair?
fetch me my
Carlos,
blanket,
fetch
boy.
me my blanket.
Oh my God, we're so delightfully racist.
No, we're not. No, listen. They wrote
I know.
Carlos so kind of.
Oh, they wrote
like-
him to be a bitch.
Why?
I don't know.
Who did Roger have heat with in the office?
That I don't know, man. Because
Who did he piss off?
Because it's not Roger. I mean, everybody loved Roger. Everybody got along with Roger. Roger is fucking awesome. But Carlos, the character, they were just like, no, he's just working for Andros now.
And I never got
yes,
that.
sir, massa. I'm gonna clean that surfboard for you,
That's
massa.
a little too
And it's
far.
just
That's
like,
a little
damn.
too far. But
That's what he did in one of the episodes. He was waxing my board.
that sounds. Now, we got to put that in context.
Josh, come on. How sexy was that?
We got to put that in context because when you just say waxing your board, sounds really weird.
The surfboard, the Galaxy Glider, yeah, he was waxing the Galaxy Glider, but he was doing Andros's, not his, and that's why I was always like, why is this creepy ass stalker guy touching my shit? Why don't do that? No, go away, you. You're
Can you
weird.
hand me that our buddy there, Jack,
Yes,
the third member of the
I
show?
can hand you.
Thanks, buddy.
You know what? In fact, I'll pour it for you.
No.
Let me take it for you. I will do it for you.
Is this some Japanese thing? We're not
It
at
is.
ALA yet.
Yeah.
We'll be getting there soon.
Okay.
He was kidding, guys. But yes, realistically, Andros was. Andros, I don't know, man. Carlos was definitely downgraded.
Yes, he was.
And I didn't like it.
I'm all joking aside. Yes, I hope that anybody that is watching right now, they understand that I like to joke around a lot.
Yeah, he does.
So I will say stuff that is totally not true, completely not true, just because.
Well,
I
Hyperforce
love-
is completely true, though. So
sure. Because I love to fuck with people like Joe.
yes, this has happened once or
There you
twice
go.
in our lives.
What do we say?
Kung Pai?
That's not even close to right. First off, that's
May you
Versus-
be the masters and live forever.
that's
I'm close. I'm
wow.
semi-close.
That's yeah. Okay, may you be the master.
Hey, no, this is a better one. How about this one? Carlos, fetch me my blanket.
Carlos, fetch me my blanket, boy. There we go.
Boy.
May you live forever in one form or another.
When you come on though, is someone mad at you at all for being the Red Ranger and he's blue? Is there a little hidden animosity?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
You don't have to comment on that. That's
I'm
good.
not going to.
I like Selwyn though. He's a good guy.
I do. I love Selwyn. He and I get along great, and especially we just did this thing in Canada, a couple of months ago.
Oh, it's my place.
So yeah, in Kelowna.
I'm from Ontario.
Okay. Well, I apologize, but
Hey, Ontario's a beautiful place, man.
no, we were there, and it was really great because actually he was the first person that I hooked up with.
Whoa.
Well, we were.
Okay, gotcha. Listen,
While we
our
were there-
conversations have been moving really fluidly to two different things.
No, we were all sitting there. We're like, hey, everybody's getting into the hotel and all this shit. So where are we all gonna go and all this stuff? And I go down to the lobby and I'm just sitting there and waiting for a few minutes, and then fucking Cell just shows up and he just sits down right in front of me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, ugh. So yeah, and then we went out and we had Nemo meet up with us. And we went and we played pool all night. And we drank all kinds of alcohol. And we got unbelievably fucked up. And we just had a fantastic time. So
You know
Cell,
who,
love you.
which Ranger has gotten me the most drunk? Do you want to know? I'll give you.
It's not me.
I'll give you an A, B, or C.
It's not me?
It's not you.
Am I even top 3?
You're in there. We're in there.
Okay.
I'll give you an A, B,
How
or
in
C.
the fuck is it
Well, I'll
not
give you an
me?
A, B, or C.
Okay, go ahead.
Austin St. John, you, Brad Hawkins, or Steve Cardenas?
Hawkins.
Yes. You
That's
knew that
not
right
even
off
a
the bat.
fucking question.
You knew
Jesus.
that right off the bat.
Why did you even? Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, let's put Hawkins into this. Oh, God,
Hawkins?
it's done.
First Morphic. Josh was there.
Brad.
First Morphicon ever.
Mwah.
First
I love
Morphicon
you,
ever.
Brad.
Oh boy. That was the best. That was such a good night there.
I remember, yeah, the night I met him was at Morphicon, and I can't remember which. God, it was Morphicon 2, Morphicon 3. I don't remember.
It might have been. Yeah, it's one of those.
Maybe it was 3.
3?
It might have been 3. And because everybody went to, what was it, Barney's Beanery or something like that?
Yeah.
And there was he was having
Auction.
like an auction.
That,
Yes.
I met you at this convention.
Yes, and that's where I met him too. And like I was just like, oh, dude, I saw you at fucking what?
You kissed me on the cheek in that.
Was
Yes,
that
you
what
were
did?
there. You kissed.
I
you
kissed
JD
you
on the cheek.
I believe it.
brought
I
my
believe
friend
it.
over,
Yeah.
And she was like,
I completely
you were
believe it,
I
yes.
just kissed her on the cheek, and we're like, yes, do it. And we took a picture. And I was like, can we get a picture? And then you're like, I'm not gonna kiss you on your cheek. I'm like, you don't know what you're missing. And then you did.
That sounds like me. That totally
But
sounds like me.
so
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
so funny.
that's how I met
This is
Brad.
this is
Yeah,
the same
Brad-
night.
Brad got me totally fucked up.
So after that, I was there too. After that, I left with Josh and Brad, and he's like, you know what? Let's go across the street. I think there's a bar that's still open. I was like, bro, we're leaving your auction. He's like, fuck it. So we leave.
So Brad, too.
We leave.
He's like, yeah, I don't
we
give a
go.
fuck.
We meet up.
Whatever.
He was like, oh, we're meeting up with these girls. All right, fine. We meet up with these girls. I think that one is like a manager, like business people, right? And then he's like, so we're eating sushi. The
business people.
The place is closed down. The place is closed down. Brad keeps it open. And then he's
course.
like, oh, let's just order more sake and drinks. Okay, we're pouring them back. We're drinking. He's like, all right, let's go to this next bar. We go to this next bar.
Why not?
Drinking some more. Then I think eventually we get to 4 bars later, we get to the Yard House. And we see Walter and Austin like, oh, hey, come sit with us. And Brad's like, well, and we go to do our own table. He's like, yeah, let's fucking just do our own thing. We do our own thing. And I remember Brad saying, I got to go to the bathroom. I look at Josh and I go, we got to get the fuck out of here, man. Like legit. It was that bad. I was wasted that night.
This Hawkins guy is going to kill
I
us.
was like, Brad
Jesus.
Hawkins, this guy doesn't have any limits, man. I don't know what's going to happen.
He never stops. He just
Doesn't
keeps
stop
going.
drinking. I
Oh my
love
God.
Brad. I
Brad
love
is the
Brad.
shit.
So I interview him the first time. That's fine. The second time, I guess he goes off and tells Steve, I got that guy so fucked up the last time I saw him. It was
Yeah.
great. I love Brad though.
That sounds like something that Brad would also be like, yeah, I did that.
Brad's great. You knew it off the bat though. You
I
know
know.
how Brad
Yeah,
is.
so, yeah.
He owns a bar, damn it,
Does he?
in Texas.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment you're going to throw Hawkins into any contest where liquor is involved, my vote is just fuck it, Hawkins. It's Brad. He always wins. So yeah.
I think.
Although Cardenas would have been a close second one. Because Cardenas is.
I love
pretty
hanging
good.
out with Steve.
Steve is pretty good at killing brain cells.
Yes.
Not his own, but everybody else's. Because I never see Steve drunk. But he damn sure gets everybody else fucked up.
Oh my gosh. Last year at Morphicon, who was I? Josh was there. We had our own party.
I would also say Font too.
Font.
Just Font would be.
This
the
is
other
my.
one.
This is where I'm going with that story.
Font is Font's a party
At
animal.
last year's party, we had our own. It was super last minute. Had a Power Ranger party. We all ended up leaving. I ended up coming back, and I was drunk. And Josh is there, and then we ended up going back. It was me, Steve, Font, and like Blake maybe or somebody.
Oh, that's just deadly.
Yeah.
That's
The
deadly.
Yeah, upstairs part.
That is death.
So we're all talking. Font just keeps giving me shots, and he's like,
course.
"Hey, this is for Steve. Where's Steve?" I was like, "I don't know, but let's do these shots." Like, all right, we do the shots, and I give him a
course,
shot.
yeah.
Do shots. It was just shots all night, and I just remember walking back to my hotel and not knowing where I was.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Morphicon's a lot of fun.
Sure.
This year,
is
Morphicon.
that our segue into,
No, hey.
into Morph?
Yeah, it's our segue to Morphicon. So
Well, this year Morphicon's going to be in Anaheim. So
I'm
it's
stoked
like,
about
I
that.
don't know the bar scene though.
you know, we're doing an Angel Grove prom at this year's Morphicon.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
How did you know that?
I'm a fucking Power Ranger. Of course.
Yeah, I guess you would have known
Why
that.
would I not know? What?
Yeah, we did. touch on it.
Am I the? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the date. Yeah. So, any of you that wants to date or to go on a date, an Angel Grove date
Prom?
with a prom date with Andros, send me your money.
Send us a just message.
Self-addressed.
So,
Self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yes.
So I'm excited for this MorphCon because Anaheim is. I love Pasadena number one.
It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
Like this is actually, it's gonna be like not just numbers wise, but also physically.
Size-wise,
yeah,
it's
it's also gonna be.
Yeah, I've been
bigger.
talking to Scott about the layout.
Yeah,
and
Scott's always, but it's always been big to begin with. So
Yeah.
now it's gonna be like a fucking city.
I'm
Now it's gonna be
excited
like
about
crazy.
it.
So yeah,
And this is your guys' 20th anniversary, man.
I know, right?
How crazy!
The best show ever.
Wait, were you guys doing all these? Because you guys haven't done much together for the 20th anniversary yet.
Right.
Now that we're amping up and doing all that stuff, what do you have planned? What do you want to do? Oh, secrets. You can't tell me that, but you can tell me that you're on Hyperforce, huh?
I didn't say that I was.
Well, you kind of. So, I do love talking about this stuff with you.
Okay, cool. Well, let's keep pouring this alcohol.
Chris wants to keep.
We need to get more-
All right. So, if you guys have questions in the chat, let me know. We're gonna.
By all means, bring them on.
Yeah.
Bring it on, bitch.
Damn.
I'm not saying.
That's aggressive.
I'm fucking with you.
That's
guys.
aggressive, Chris.
No, but bring it on. If you got a question, please, by all means, ask me. I'm pretty sure that I'm like the most honest out of all Power Ranger actors.
I will completely agree with you on that.
Yeah, I will pretty much tell you exactly the way it is.
I think my
or
closest,
at the very least, how I remember it.
yeah,
So-
well, that's a good one. My Power Ranger clique, I like to call it. My closest Power Ranger friends are probably you, Ciara, Peter, Yoshi,
Yeah.
probably JDF. I'll throw JDF in there,
Okay.
and it's Cardenas easily.
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
Allison, Steven, Skylar too.
What about
Allison.
Philip?
I'm not super close to Font.
Oh.
I mean, we're
no,
buddies.
Philip.
I don't know Philip that well.
Oh, really?
I've only met him a handful of times.
I asked him if he was going to come. Philip Jean Marie, if you guys remember, he's that tiny little kid that looks like he's 8 years old, and yet he has like
Hey,
6
that-
children.
That's
or
another
something.
guy that hasn't aged.
I know. He looks so goddamn young when I met him, and I was just like, "Are you like 12 or something like that?" He's like, "Yeah, man, nah, man, I got like 3 kids," and I was like, "Damn, dude, whatever you're doing, you keep doing it because you're doing it right, man." He lives like 10
Allison
minutes away from
Sullivan
me.
too. I'm really close with Allison Sullivan too. She's great.
Okay.
You know, Allie, she's awesome. She was on Philip's season.
Okay. Yeah.
She's awesome. We text all the time.
You know who I like? I love. Who I only just met was Anne Marie.
I don't know her.
Anne
Never
Marie
met her.
Couch.
Never met her.
She is hands down the nicest person in the world.
Really?
Not meaning this sexual, but I would lick that woman all over just because she's wonderful. I would just come up to her and mwah. She's so wonderful. She's like the nicest person in the world. And when I met her, she was like, "Oh my God, you're Chris!" and all this, and I was like, "Yeah, I am. That's wow. Okay, cool." I felt good about being me because she made me feel good about me being me. So I was like, "Oh my God, Anne Marie, you're the shit."
Here's a good question for you. I actually had a question for you. What's the strangest gift a fan has given you? Not STD related. Just kidding. Come on.
Well, I mean, sex would be one
Oh,
thing.
boy.
But
Oh boy.
I've never had an STD. Ladies, I've never had an STD. That's not even a joke. I've never had an STD.
This is called After Dark for a reason, people.
Yeah.
No, realistically, what's the weirdest fan gift?
Sex is one of them.
Oh boy.
I haven't had too many people give me gifts. You know, it's always, hey, oh my God, I liked your show and you were great and you're great as a Red Ranger and all this shit. And it's either hugs or literally sex.
Not figuratively. If you could be any other color besides red, what would it be?
Why bother? Fuck the rest of them.
Well, the Black Ranger suits are always, I feel like the Black Ranger suits are always kind of sometimes the
They
coolest.
do. They look really
Like
cool.
aesthetically, they're so cool looking.
yeah,
that and
aesthetically,
white.
they
I feel
do.
like black and white always have the best looking suits. I think.
I would go with the black one before I go with the white one.
I would too, though.
But my actual favorite color, this is real, kids, is gray. My favorite color is gray.
So that really
something
set
like
a
a
fire
gray.
in you when Nemo came in as silver. You're like, this little fucker.
This motherfucker. Not only is he stealing my show, but he's taking my favorite color. But no, then I got to know him, and I was like, this motherfucker. He's only gonna be here for 10 episodes. I hate him. Yeah, no. If I could find a way to be a Gray Ranger, that'd be cool. But if somebody was going to sit there and say to me, well, no, there's no such thing as a Gray Ranger. You can't be a Gray Ranger. Then it's like, well, fuck that shit. Then why would I be anything but red? I'm the boss.
Sometimes, because the White Ranger was the boss in Mighty Morphin.
Fuck that White Ranger bullshit.
The White Ranger has a pretty cool suit, man.
I'm the Red Ranger. Fuck that shit.
Well, there's like 30 other Red Rangers.
No, there wasn't.
At that point, no.
Wait, was there? Shit.
All right, so if you could now reinvent yourself as any other Ranger, what would your animal spirit be?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I went there.
What?
It's like we're on a peyote trip, and I'm
I know,
I'm a spirit
right?
guy. If you could,
I don't know if I've had enough of this yet. Shit. Okay, so if I could be any other Power Ranger,
if you could have like a Zord that was any other, or like a spirit animal that was any
cougar.
Other, cougar.
Yeah.
Why cougar?
Because I am a cougar. I'm a mountain lion.
Because that can also be taken a little differently.
I'm not like
not
a
a
40-year-old
40-year-old
woman. No, I'm a mountain lion. So there we go.
I like that.
I would be the Cougar Ranger.
Oh, if you can have space team up with any other Power Ranger season, what would it be?
Voltron.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Plus the lions.
Do you like the Netflix show?
Yes.
I've only got. Chris, it's very hard for me to watch
the
this show.
Netflix show is the shit.
Well-
JD, have you watched it? Yes, it's good shit. Josh, have you watched it?
I saw the first two, but I haven't caught up. But I like
The first 2 episodes?
First 2 episodes. Yeah.
I'm
Full season is fucking awesome. By the way, Paige is a girl.
Yeah, that's true. I'm there. I'm 4 episodes in, and it's really tough for me to keep going. Power through it.
It's awesome. Yes. Power through that, and also, if any of you guys, if you haven't watched it yet, Devilman on Netflix.
Wait a minute. So I saw
yes.
the
Devilman is the shit.
There's I was just talking about
Crybaby.
It's good.
It's awesome. It's really good. It's so damn funny.
Wait, are you an anime guy?
I'm not really. That's the thing, is that I'm not even really an anime guy. I mean, I like whatever I like, but I watched it because like Rando was saying to me, I was like, yeah, man, dude, have you seen Devilman? And I was like, no, but I mean, I saw the original movie and all that shit. And he was like, dude, watch the fucking Netflix. Watch it. And I was like, all right, cool. So I watched it and I was like, I can't stop watching this shit. This is so fucking cool. It's so awesome. It's great. It's funny. It's witty. It has a great storyline.
How's the animation?
It's really cool because it goes from being like a classic. It goes from looking like a classic anime to like this more current. What was that show? One Piece.
Oh, okay.
It drifts into that, but then it drifts right back out.
Favorite movie of 2017 was?
Favorite movie of 2017? Holy shit!
I'll throw some names out there, and I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Wonder Woman. It's good.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it. Logan. Great.
Didn't see it.
What?
I know, and I've heard that it's great.
It's good.
So.
Have you not seen Logan?
I hate Wolverine.
I hate
He's a
Wolverine
shit
too.
character.
I'm with you on that.
But
I'm with you on that.
But thank you. But I've heard that it's a really great movie.
It's a really good movie. Forget
it's
about
really
Wolverine. It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got what Marvel movies came out? Guardians 2.
I saw that. That was fucking hilarious.
It was good.
Drax Batista
killed it.
He steals the show.
I agree.
He steals the show. His fucking sense of humor. Oh no! You are hideous.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, dude.
So wait, Power Rangers in space. If you can team up with any comic book characters, what would it be? The Guardians?
That might be cool. Although, if anything, I would hope that both Grax and Rocket kill us, like horrifically, like
That's
just
dark.
Murder the shit out of us. That would be cool.
Did you watch
I have the fucking Force, so they're probably not.
You did watch the 2017 Power Rangers movie because you were in the theater with me.
Yes, I was in the theater with you. That was a very good movie.
It was a good movie.
And that movie should not have been named Power Rangers. It should have been the Blue Ranger and the rest of the guys.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, if they did do another movie, a Power Ranger movie, your season would be a great adaptation for a Power Ranger movie.
They did. It was called Star Wars.
I knew you were going to say that. But it would be because the Ecliptor thing is super cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Speaking of Ecliptor,
they did it in Star Wars.
Speaking of Ecliptor, I don't ever really look at Ecliptor as a villain per se.
Ecliptor is Darth Vader. Darth Vader is Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is not a villain.
I agree with that.
None of those characters are villains. Here's what you do when you want to write a bad guy, kids. If you want to write one well, they are the hero of their own story.
Absolutely.
They are 100% the hero of their own story. Darth Vader, at no point whatsoever in his time does he sit there and say, I will do this because evil. No, because that would be gay as shit. That's stupid. He doesn't do that. He sits there and he says, we are doing this because it's the good of it's for the good of the universe. Dr. Doom sits there and he says, I want to take over the world. Why? Because I am uniquely qualified to be able to do it. I can do it and keep everybody alive and everybody's happy and, everything like that. Ecliptor, his main thing is he sits there and he says, you know what? I am here to make sure that this little girl lives and I will not let anything bad happen to her. Thank you, sir. Mm-hmm. And fuck you guys for trying to hurt my little girl. And that's it. None of them are bad guys. So yeah, that's how you write a good bad guy.
So let's talk about some Power Rangers fan theories.
Okay.
What's the biggest one that you thought about with Power Rangers in space?
Well, the biggest fan theory was the one that came up to me from
now I'm your Carlos.
Rando. I know, right? I know. Thank you, Carlos. Was the one that came up to me from Rando and Kat, where they said Ecliptor is Andros and Astronoma's father, and I was like, shit, that makes sense. Because it does. It makes absolute sense. There's no reason why he would go out of his way to be so overprotective of her, other than the fact that he's her daddy.
Who's your daddy?
He's the daddy.
Your daddy.
He's the daddy. And Ecliptor is the only bad guy that Andros could never beat. He could never beat him. One-on-one, hand-to-hand, man-to-man and all that stuff. He could never beat him. That is Vader versus Luke. That's what that is. So
I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. Yeah. I think that's such a compelling story, too. With Ecliptor not necessarily being... Because you think about it, the only real villain's Dark Spectre.
Yeah.
And it's all manipulation.
Well, or Darkonda. Because Darkonda is...
Darkonda?
He's self-motivated.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that character.
Yeah, he's completely self-motivated. Whereas Dark Spectre is like, we're going to do this for evil. And then it's like, shut up, boss, please, whatever. But Darkonda is like, no, I'm going to do this because fuck you guys. I'm doing it for me. So it's like, he's very self-motivated.
Well, I mean, that's the brilliance of Power Rangers in space, I feel. Like, you guys had the strongest villains and anti-heroes, even though they might not be looked at as anti-heroes now. When that Z-wave hit, I almost wholeheartedly believed that Ecliptor was going to turn into like an old school samurai warrior or something, because he had this sense of honor about him.
I was expecting him, Gesundheit. I was expecting him to turn into basically Anakin Skywalker. Well, not Hayden Christensen. Fuck you with that bullshit at the end of Return of the Jedi where it's like, oh no, it's Hayden Christensen. Fuck you! That's not how it works! I saw the movie in the theaters when I was 4 years old. That's not how he turns into the old guy.
Turns into the old guy.
Fuck you, movie.
Astronoma's a pretty strong character.
Yeah.
Great character, by the way.
Sure, she was a great character, yeah. She was very funny because Melody is the exact opposite of anything that Astronema could be. She's literally the exact opposite. Melody, like, I remember seeing her on set, and she was like, oh my gosh, can I help you carry those chairs? And all this. She was like exceptionally tall, plus they gave her these boots that had heels like this fucking long and all this shit. But she was ridiculously tall, but the mousiest character. She was so nice. She was so painfully saccharine, sweet, nice. And then, they're like, okay, we need to be on set. And she's like, fire the satellators! I hate you, Rangers. Oh, you're so good, or whatever. And I was just like, wow, that's like not even close. Not even close to who she is. Not even remotely close. It's literally like 180. You know.
And you guys didn't audition together?
No. Yeah.
And you didn't meet her until way later on down in production.
Yeah. I didn't meet her. I never even filmed with her until that one episode where she went from being bad to being good for a little while, but then they brought her back.
That was great.
They made her a Borg.
Yeah.
So whenever that episode was, because Melody did all of her filming with the stuntmen.
What's your most fond memory on set of Power Rangers in Space?
Drinking with all the stuntmen.
Was it?
Yeah.
I heard that you got along really well with the stuntmen, by the way.
I let them beat the shit out of me, so that's why,
they're like, oh, we like this Chris guy. We're going to kick
This
the shit
guy's
out of him
fucking great. We could punch him and kick him, and he just keeps getting up and comes back for more. Because I figured, okay, these guys are Japanese as fuck. So, I'm going to have to humble myself, so I will.
It's all about respect with those
absolutely. Guys. It was 100% about respect, and that's exactly what it was. That was 100% what I felt for them. I feel that way now, and one person who will always back me up on this is Southworth, Dan Southworth.
Oh, yeah, I love that guy.
He will tell you guys, and I will tell you guys, no greater stuntman on the planet than Alpha Stunts. When they were Alpha Stunts, when they were our team, no greater team. Those motherfuckers, I saw one of them get hit by a car and get up, and he was like, okay, let's do it again. I saw Hiroshi, first day I was ever filming, he had to take a hit and get knocked back, but the knocking back was over a cliff that had a 12-foot drop straight onto rock. We were at Vasquez Mountains, or Vasquez Quarry.
I've been there.
Yeah, and he landed straight on the rock. And he got up and he did it 4 more fucking times. And I was like, God, how is he not dead? I thought he would be dead, No, you don't fuck with Alpha Stunts. Every one of them bad.
Interestingly enough that you say that, because when Iron Fist came out for Marvel, a lot of people were like, well, whoever did those stunts should have done Iron Fist. Alpha Stunts should have done Iron Fist.
You know what? I never saw Iron Fist.
You should watch it.
I just didn't want to because I was like, I watched all the others.
It's not good. But
I didn't watch Defenders, though.
But you can tell that their stunts lacked, and I feel like Alpha Stunts would have done a great job.
Would you say it was as good as... It wasn't as good as Luke Cage, was it?
No.
Luke Cage was awesome.
Luke Cage was great.
What about Daredevil?
The first 6 episodes of Luke Cage is really good.
I didn't like Luke Cage. I love Luke Cage up until the end. I know Cottonmouth was really the shit for most of it.
Yeah, but when you got to that secondary villain, it felt very CW.
Yeah, he was kind of crap.
It was crap, yeah.
But
I didn't like that.
Luke Cage himself was badass.
Daredevil season 1 is great. Jessica Jones season 1 is probably my favorite.
Really?
I love Jessica Jones.
Oh my god, I found her to be the most
well, see,
insufferable bitch.
I might take it back a little bit because Daredevil season 1, I love the fact when Daredevil knows that Wilson Fisk is the Kingpin kind of deal. And yeah. I love that interaction with those characters. Yeah. The tension. They build tension so well. And they make you actually care about Kingpin.
D'Onofrio,
he's great.
Is, fucking Kingpin. He is badass.
So, okay, here's another question for you then. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's talk about this for a second.
Go for it.
What are you most looking forward to? You got Black Panther. You got Infinity War.
Black Panther would be pretty cool, but I mean, I'm basically looking at
Ant-Man Wasp.
Hey, this is African Captain America.
Well, I mean,
he's Captain Africa,
but he's smarter.
Why?
Well, he is. I mean, the technology on Wakanda is amazing.
That doesn't. Yeah, but he didn't build it.
He did. He's T'Challa.
No, his dad did.
No.
T'Challa did.
T'Challa is like the 3rd smartest dude in the Marvel universe.
Is
Fact.
He?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the first?
Reed Richards.
Okay, who's second?
Great question. I think it's Tony Stark, actually.
It can't be Stark. It's got to be It's got to be the Hulk. It's got to be.
It might be Banner.
Yeah, it's got to be Banner.
It might be Banner.
It's got to be Banner.
Smartest.
I know they always sit there and say, "Oh, it's Reed Richards. He's the smartest."
Isn't it that little girl now? Well, we're not counting her. She's.
Wait, who's the little girl?
The new Iron Man.
Oh, the hot little chick. She's like 15 or something like that. Yeah, she's like 15 years old. Or Franklin Richards. Yeah.
Franklin Richards would be on there.
But
let's see. T'Challa's number 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So who's number 1?
Bruce Banner's 5.
5?
Hank McCoy's 4.
Hell yeah! My guy is number.
Hank Pym is 3.
Wait. Hold on. Now, I'm the biggest fan in the world. Everybody knows this. I'm the biggest fan in the world of the Beast. there's not a chance in hell that Hank McCoy is actually smarter than Dr. Banner. Sorry. Dr. Banner is bullshit intelligent.
Hank Pym is at 3.
And that never should happen.
Tony Stark at 2.
Let me guess. Where's
Reed
Spider-Man?
Richards at 1.
Yeah. Where's Spider-Man on that?
Well, he's not in the top 15. But you know who else
Really?
You know who else should be on this list? It's not Doctor Doom.
Absolutely, yes. Dr. Doom should definitely be on there. And you know who else should be on there? Lockjaw.
Well, he just teleports people.
No, Lockjaw is like insanely brilliant, apparently, too. That's his thing.
Groot is supposed to be too.
Who?
Groot.
Is he? Is he really smart? Because
Background.
I know he's like really
Ford
like
should be on- I feel
existential
like
and all
Ford
this
should
shit,
be
but
on
it
that
all
list.
just comes out as I am Groot.
I
But
feel like Ford should be on that list.
Forge should. Forge is kind of a.
He can build anything.
Yeah, but that's his mutant power, which is
That's kind of a
crap.
crazy mutant power, though.
That's a really weird mutant.
but it's maybe the most useful.
And he's a Cheyenne Indian, and nobody even know. Most people watching this right now don't even know who the Cheyenne are.
He is a Cheyenne
do.
Indian.
Yeah.
We're the Cheyenne Indian.
Huh?
Give us a little history lesson.
Who are the Cheyenne? Well, they're Indians from the plains. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
My dad was a half-breed Apache, so
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad was half-breed Apache and
What is your
Irish.
nationality? You're Native American and Irish?
White, well, white and red.
Okay.
That's what I am. So, dad was half-breed Irish and Apache. Mom is French and Cherokee.
You watch Game of Thrones?
I've never watched it.
Ah,
no.
Chris, what are you doing, man?
I know it's well. The
What
only
do you do
reason
with
why
your Sunday
the only
nights on
reason
your
why the only reason why I've never watched it is because like when like I heard about it and everybody's like, you gotta watch this now. It was already like season 3 and I was like, I don't want to fucking start from here.
It's great.
No,
You're missing a lot.
I know, and there's lots of titties, right?
Well, that's one thing we both love.
The girl with the white hair, right? Does she shows her titties, right? Is she like 8 or something? Because when I saw her first, I was like, this girl looks really young.
No, she's
I'm not gonna stop looking, but this girl looks really young. Holy shit.
Oh
In
man.
the book, she was only supposed to be 14.
Oh really? But
In the show.
in the show, she's not, right?
You play video games?
I'm huge. Yes, I love
What's your
playing-
favorite game right now?
Favorite game right now? Gee, I don't know, man. Shit, me and my crew, we all play games together. So I'm always playing Warframe. I love Warframe. Star Trek Online.
Oh, you're a Star Trek guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like Star Trek Online. You know, you can get your own ship and all this shit. There's a thing
Did you
out
try
right
to build
now-
your own mega ship?
You can't. You can't make your own ship. No, you can only buy your ships.
Did you name it Mega Ship at least?
No, fuck that shit. That's gay.
All of mine are named after cereal.
They're named after
They're all
what?
cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
I'm Captain Crunch, and all of my
I love it. Well, with one of my characters, I took the idea of the Millennium Falcon, and I said, okay, for every single one of his ships, the first part of the name is going to be a period of time, and the second one is going to be a bird. So it's like the periodic pigeon, the annual dodo, the weekly penguin. You know, so I did that with all of them.
You a fan at all of the DC EU or DC TV at all or any of that?
I just started playing DC
Well, not video games.
comics.
I'm talking
I know,
about the
but
movies.
DC Comics Online. I just started playing that again, just because you can, you can make such really great characters.
DC has a long way to go to catch up to Marvel, I feel like.
I haven't watched any of their shows, so I don't watch any of their shows. I think I caught.
Flash
Way
is
back
pretty
when,
good.
well, way back when, I think I caught the first episode of Green Arrow,
Okay, Arrow.
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, okay, this guy is kind of cool. I mean, he's he's kind of
Batman.
murdery.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I like a character who actually realizes the difference between like Batman. Batman is so gay. Okay, he really is. Now, he didn't start that way. Batman would kill the shit out of people way back when. We're talking about in the 30s and 40s and shit. Batman would kill the fuck out of you. But then they changed him because in the 50s and all this stuff, and that's something to bring Rando on at one point.
Well,
and
we
talk
got to
to
get him on. Is he a
Yes.
California guy?
No, he lives in Florida.
Well, let's Skype him in.
Okay, well, we'll have to do that at some point.
We have Skype. We have the capability.
Good. We have the power.
Would you be okay taking live calls?
Do it.
You want live calls?
Do
you really
it.
want to talk to these folks?
Do
just
it.
kidding, I'm just fucking with you.
I don't give a
We can
fuck.
take live calls. Set it up. We'll do live calls.
Hey, Jimmy fucking had me do it
Who's
on
Jimmy?
McKnight.
Who's Jimmy McKnight?
The ninja?
Who the fuck is
Ninja
Jimmy?
Starship? Fuck you.
What are you talking about?
You know Ninja Starship?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, wow.
What's Ninja Starship?
Wow, you're gay. He's that podcast. You don't know Ninja Starship? No, you don't know Ninja Starship?
No.
Oh, okay. Jimmy is really awesome. They're from Detroit. He's a white boy from Detroit, and I was like, damn.
Well, there's.
I didn't know that you people existed.
Yeah, it's
I
called
thought
Eminem.
One.
I saw.
And what's his name? Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock's also. He's from Detroit too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from.
You're
Detroit.
from Florida.
No,
Where are you from?
I'm from LA, homie.
Are you?
Well, I am now. I've been living here for over 20 years.
Where were you raised?
I was born in New Jersey. I spent most of my. I know, right?
Were you really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I spent most of my time as a kid in Virginia.
Oh,
but
really?
I've lived here in LA for longer than anyone
So
else.
Florida was just a small stint for you.
I was there for about a year and a half. That was
Wow.
it. That was it.
I feel like you're always billed from Florida for some reason.
That's what a lot of people say. And there was actually a thing on. Yeah, there's actually a thing on my my IMDb. Yeah, they got it wrong, and I went.
No, it's
in there and I was
Wikipedia. It labels you from Florida, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Then because I think I fixed it on IMDb, but yeah, one of them is oh no, he was born and raised in Miami, and I was like, no, the fuck, I wasn't. I was never. I lived there for a year and a half.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got it fucking wrong. Those fucking idiots.
Douchebags. We're gonna need more of this.
We're gonna need more of that.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more.
We're gonna need more of that. I'll send some.
Are we actually gonna do this thing with the phone calls?
Yeah, we're totally doing it.
Oh fuck yeah! All right.
Guys, if you want to talk to Christopher Khayman Lee, what you got to do, you know our Skype.
Ladies, send me pictures of your breasts.
Oh man, Chris, what are you gonna get us?
As
in
long as you're
trouble?
over 18. As long as you're over 18.
You are so gonna get us in trouble. All right, what did KO35 look like? What was it growing up in KO35?
Fuck are you talking about?
That's your planet. Talk to me about the hardships you.
I grew up on Tatooine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Talk about the hardships of KO35.
Oh god,
it was a
it's
slave
terrible.
planet.
It's terrible. You
guys-
yeah, you have all of the Mexican commando boys waxing your surfboards
That's
and shit
terrible,
like that.
Chris.
It's just like,
What are you doing?
life was horrible.
KO35 was it? Did your character know that he had a sister? He did,
Yes, of course he knew he had a sister.
but she didn't know she had a brother.
No, of course she knew she had a brother.
Do you think that there's a third sibling out there like the Summers?
Is it
Look
you?
at that, so fast. So
Is it you?
Fast. I'm not. I'm the Phantom Ranger, my friend.
Oh yeah, you're the yeah, but the Phantom Ranger could be Andros and Astronoma's brother or sister
Or child
or child,
from the future. That's weird.
our incestuous child. Yeah, why not?
That's weird.
Are we done? What's going on?
That is super weird. No, we just had a call. I don't
Okay,
know what happened.
Are we talking to this
No,
person?
no. Call back.
Josh,
it was Kat.
we seriously need.
Here, I'll
this.
provide. You need some more money?
Maybe. I don't think I have any cash on me though.
I have cash. We need some more. Here you go.
Is that just Coke? Are you just working down?
Jack.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was gonna say, are you just?
We're gonna
working
keep
down
the
right
good times rolling. Call in if you want to talk to Christopher Khayman Lee.
now? Yeah, call in, please. Call in.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite part of Morphicon, realistically? Or what are you most looking for this year? Because the size is going to be great.
All the sex,
Well, Chris,
mostly with Nemo.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
Not true. Christopher Nemo. Justin Nemo's a stand-up guy.
Oh, I know. I get him to stand up and
Yeah, you
spread
do.
that butt
Yeah, you
cheek.
Realistically, what's your favorite part of Morphicon though? For real.
Favorite part? Gee, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of Power Ranger actors that I've never actually met, or I only get to meet them like very infrequently. So hanging out with them usually involves getting a lot drunk.
Yeah, it does. I'll attest to that.
That's just the way it is. And with me, that's probably going to happen. Me and Cardenas and Font and Nemo and Brad might be there.
Hawkins is going to be there.
Is he going to be there?
Oh, yeah.
Hawkins is going to be there? Okay, well, then fuck it. We're going to make it the Fearsome Five.
It honestly frightens me thinking about that. Like, because I've never been in the same place with you, Steve, Hawkins. Like it does.
And Nemo.
And Nemo. It does frighten me a little bit. Of like, how much can my bladder take at this point?
Oh, don't even get started on that shit. Here's a true story, everybody. This is a real true story, and it is going to be pretty quick. For Morphicon, I don't think it was the last one. You know what? Maybe it was the last one. I can't remember if it was the last one or the one before. But wherever Nemo was there with me. Nemo got so fucked up. He got so drunk. Was it the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, he got so drunk that he sent me dick pics.
Oh boy.
I was out there and I was just doing my own thing. I was
After
hanging
Dark
out. Oh wait, no,
Horizon,
it was Ranger Stop. It wasn't Morphicon. It was Ranger Stop. That's right. Yeah, he sent me dick pics, and I got it. And I look at the picture. I pick up the phone and I'm like, huh, that's his spiral saber. Okay, gotcha. And that was it. And then he was like, hey, man, what are you doing right now? And I was like, I'm not naked, so I don't know.
I don't think he has a southern accent. I don't think.
Oh, no, he does.
He does?
Oh, no, he totally sounds like that. If he gets in touch with it, he's like, yeah, man, here's my penis. And that kind of shit. So, yeah. No, that was totally that actually happened. That literally happened. Okay, I go a little overboard on the accent, but no, that totally happened. He sent me a fucking picture of his dick, and I was like, okay, well, there we go.
Here, we have that picture. Let's put it up on screen. I'm totally kidding. That man, listen. Who are you most looking forward to seeing that you hadn't seen in a long time at Morphicon?
Well, aside from Nemo, I mean, I love Nemo. Justin and I are basically we're joined at the heart.
Which is so interesting because you guys did not start that way.
No, we didn't. I fucking hated him. But I love him. I absolutely love him. And this year, my plan is not only to take him and, we go out and we just get blitzed out of our fucking minds, but also Dave is coming with me.
Feeling?
Yes. Dave is going down that road.
I've never met Dave.
Oh! Dave is the best. Dave is clearly the best. That's why I killed him.
I'm going to get Dave on this show. I've never met Dave.
You need to. Dave is the shit. Dave is so awesome. This is not a joke. This is completely 100%, totally 100%. This is legit. This is totally the truth. I was sitting there working on, I was like, what do I do for this part of my comic? I don't know where to take this shit. So I called up Dave. And I was like, Dave, okay, here's where I'm at. Help me try to get from here to there. And Dave, he was like, okay, well, give me a rundown of what's going on in the scene. And who's the characters. And what are they like. And okay. Dave fucking worked this shit out with me. And he was like, yo, okay, I got it. Here's your idea. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go blah, 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 blah. And then you take it 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like, Dave, that's fucking brilliant. That's absolutely the thing I should do. Dave is the best. I love Dave. He helped me with fucking writer's block.
So that's crazy. So Zordon in real life was Zordon for you in real life for that.
He was. He helped a teenager with attitude.
Yeah, which was at that point. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he totally fucking saved the day on that one for me. So I was like, oh my God, Dave, that is such a great idea. That's so great. I didn't think of it, When you get writer's block, it's really...
I've been there. I know exactly.
It's the worst thing in the world. You just feel like, I can't do anything. I'm just useless, blah, blah, blah. But, I get in touch with Dave, and Dave was like, nope, I got a hand for you. I'm going to help you out here. So here's what we do.
Any Rangers that you want to collaborate with on other projects?
Are we talking pornos or what?
Well, we're not talking pornos. We're talking normal.
Because if it was pornos,
well, I got that.
I would say there's a lot that I can name.
Normal collaborations. Any Rangers that you'd want to collaborate with?
That I want to work with. I mean, that I love working with everybody that I've met so far. I don't believe that I've had like a time where I meet somebody and it's like, oh, fuck that guy, whatever. No, I mean, everybody's been fucking awesome to me. So my best case scenario is I'm going to make a Ranger team. I'm going to go through all the different colors.
Okay.
And I'm going to have one black and one green.
Okay.
So it'll be a 6-man team. I'm the red one. What color is that? Christy?
Christiani's pink.
She's pink?
Yeah.
She's the pink one. Ciara?
Yellow.
Kleinberg. He's my green guy.
Okay.
He's my green guy. Yoshi?
Blue.
He's my blue. So
Or silver at this point. In
I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to go with blue for him. So I need a black one. Walter's the shit. I love
Walter's great.
Walter's the shit.
I love hanging out with Walter.
And then if we're gonna do an extra ranger, I'm trying to.
Right?
Well, yeah, but you don't count because you're a whole nother fucking species compared to all these other rangers. But I'm just trying to pick rangers that I was never working with or anything like that.
Yeah.
So for a silver ranger, red.
Oh, I love Red.
Red is my shit. Red is the shit.
I love Red.
There we go. That's
he's
my
really
little
talented
team right
musician as well.
there. Oh, he's fucking awesome.
He's great. I love
He's
Red.
awesome. Yeah. So that's my team. That's my little team right there. Is me, Christy, Ciara,
Yoshi,
Walter, Rhett, and who was green?
Kleinberg.
Kevin is green, and yeah. And then
like
you,
that.
of course, is
Phantom.
Yeah.
I do like that. That's pretty legit. Now, if
Hey, liquor.
there you go.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's just.
You have to open that one. Yeah, we still have more than that one.
I know, but this is almost done, so I'm just gonna. Go ahead.
Chris Khayman
You were gonna
Lee.
say something.
Chris Khayman Lee.
Yeah.
If be involved in any other season besides space, what would it be?
I was involved in several.
Well, I mean, obviously, but if you were the red for any other season, what would it be?
Oh.
As you tear open a Jack Daniel's bottle with your teeth.
If I could be Red Ranger in another series. Well, I feel that if I was the red guy in MMPR, then I would get booked for a hell of a lot more conventions.
It's true.
So.
MMPR is a good one.
Yeah. That guy that was the red guy, he's an asshole.
Austin?
I love you, Austin. Austin is really sweet. Don't everybody ever.
Yeah, that's.
I'm fucking joking about that. Austin is the nicest guy.
He is
cool.
legitimately like the nicest.
He's just fucking awesome. So.
But you know what I love about Austin? He very much reminds me of that working class dude that's just kind of like
he's very
down
blue
to
collar.
earth. Yeah, blue collar guy.
He's totally blue collar.
Like I love that. Like because I remember when we were drinking in New York, it was like straight up like. Let's just have a drink and let's like shoot the shit and just have just fuck around. Mm-hmm. It felt just being out with my boys here in LA. I love Austin. That guy to hang out with he's one of the most down to earth people that you'll meet.
Austin is fucking awesome. That's why his name rhymes with awesome.
It does. All right, so I do have a couple other questions for you.
Go for it.
If for some odd reason Skype's not working, everyone's saying Skype must be down a little bit.
Oh.
So
really? Is that the thing, Josh?
I don't know. Could be.
Huh.
I mean, IT shit.
Let the IT guy IT things.
Okay. Josh, have you get in front of the camera and just?
He's already been on camera.
Come on, were you on camera before? Come here.
He has his own show.
Get her, Josh.
He has a Star Trek show.
Closer.
Oh, he was waiting for that.
JD, you're next.
Yeah, it's coming.
Get over here.
That was a weird look. Whoa, the tongue thing. So with
Okay, so yeah.
what's going to be the most? What panel are you looking forward to the most at MorphCon? Because I have a few that I have planned.
That you're doing.
Oh yeah, I have a few that I have
Okay. Which one do I get to cuss in front of children and I can drink? And...
Per Saban, we're not doing an After Dark for MorphCon.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no more After Darks?
No. So I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that, but
fuck you, Saban. Fuck you. That's bullshit. You can't take that away from me.
That's why it's called After Dark here. They can come on this show and do it.
You can't take that shit away from me. That's bullshit.
No more After Darks for Morphicon.
Okay.
Skype calls should be working now, so if you guys want to give us a shot, talk to Christopher Khayman Lee. We'll let it happen this one time. We do have the Power Morphicon prom coming up at the Angel Grove prom, I should say, not the Power Morphicon prom.
And you can win a date with me.
You can win a date with Chris.
Yeah.
Andros, do you have your jumpsuit? Will you wear your jumpsuit?
No.
Come on.
No.
Do you still have it?
Oh, I do have it, yeah, but I mean,
When's the last time you wore that thing?
I don't know. One of the conventions.
Hey, Kat, if this is video, I'm hanging up. All right.
Hey guys.
Guess what? Hanging up. And all these people calling. All right, what's up, Kat? What do you want to ask Chris? Oh my God, you're blowing the spot, bro. People.
Oh.
What do you want to ask Chris, Kat?
I'm painfully sexy. So.
All right. What question? Oh. I've had this question I've been wanting to ask forever.
Gremlin, you're not allowed to call because you're a gremlin. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of these right now.
Wow, we're getting a lot of phone calls here.
People
Okay,
wanna
what's
talk
up,
to you,
baby
man.
doll? What's going on?
All right, Chris.
Every time you ask something, it's like, then's another person fucking... Okay, try it now, baby doll. Come on.
All right. So I know your season was the last season of like the Zordon era. My question to you was, what was like your favorite, not like your favorite episode to film, and then what was like the best part of your season?
Okay, so what was the best part of my season? That's what you're asking me?
What was like your favorite part?
My favorite part of my season.
Was it getting that kiss with Tracy Lynn? Oh wait, that didn't happen.
It did happen.
Did it?
It totally happened.
Damn it! You just ruined my childhood.
No, that totally happened. Yeah, we made out a
You're
bunch.
Such a liar. So what was the best part of your
That
season?
scene actually happened. We filmed that scene.
What was the best part of your season?
My favorite, I would say 100%. I know this is going to sound really fucking schmaltzy and gay and whatever, but my best part, my favorite thing whatsoever about that season was when I put my defenses down and I decided, all right, I'm going to give this silver asshole a chance and see if I can hang out with him or whatever.
In real life.
And yeah, and the moment that I did, I realized, God damn it, Nemo was awesome. I love this guy. He's so fucking cool. So yeah, we went and we hung out at a mall, and while we were there, Nemo was before doing Power Rangers, he was a Brad Pitt lookalike. So we're there in the mall, and while we're hanging out, some little girls came up to us, and they see him, and they're like, oh my God, are you Brad Pitt? And he's standing there, and he's just smiling, beaming, and all this shit. And then he goes, yes, I am. And he puts his hand around me, and he says, and this is my cousin. And I was like, fuck yeah, there we go. All right. True story. True.
True
100%.
story.
100% true. I'm not joking.
There you go, Kat. We're happy that Chris answered your question. We'll talk to you soon.
Mwah!
Give us your next phone call. We are going to take the next caller. That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
That was a great question. Kat, thank you so much. You are a peach.
There you go. That's a good story.
It's true story. True story. He sat there, he's like, and this is my cousin. And I was just like, all right.
Do you believe that Saban doesn't believe in romance and Power Rangers?
Was there a thing between Tommy and Amy, Kimberly?
They kissed a couple times.
Yeah, but was there a thing there? Because
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were
know.
dating.
Is
That
that
was
supposed
what
to be
the
a
family was a
romance?
thing. Yeah, of course.
Is that supposed to be a romance?
Well,
I don't know, man.
It's questionable. All right, Tom, how you doing, my friend? Tom's a man. He also served.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
He's a military guy. Served. Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, hey. All right.
Tom,
If you are military, then I love you.
Tom, give us. What do you want to ask Mr. Khayman Lee, my friend?
All right. Well, hi, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm great, and thank you for serving, brother. I mean, you are the people that I live for. You guys are awesome. I love you.
And he is. I can vouch for that. Tom's a good guy.
Awesome.
So, I got a good question for you, and this is completely un-Ranger related.
Well,
Okay.
that's the ones he loves the most.
As a comic book guy, a writer, when you go around and do the convention circuit, who is it that you want to see at particular conventions,
Ooh,
or
that's a good question.
who's some of your favorite writers or artists?
I'm not as up to speed on artists. That's what I leave Rando for. Rando is my artist, and literally, if there's any question that you ever need to know anything about, who did this, who did what, blah blah blah, Rando knows the answer. As far as writers, though. You know who actually has written shit for comic books that a lot of people still don't know about?
CM Punk.
But I don't know. Has he done that?
Yeah. Drax.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I didn't.
Drax,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No. Dave Fielding.
Really?
Yes. Dave Fielding. Dave. That's why I was saying earlier, Dave helped me with my writer's block. Dave has written shit for comics and comic-like stuff. I know that he's done... Oh, God, it was like a werewolf story. Very good shit. That's, yeah. Look into Dave. Cool. Look into Dave's shit, yeah. Dave is awesome. Dave is always the best. You are the best. But Dave is also the best. So there we go.
Well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Tom, thank you so much for calling in, man. You're the man.
Thank you
so much. Hey, and post your streams in the THS hashtaggers. I love watching that stuff.
You know what? I was just noticing, Joe, you got a 49ers hat on?
Is that good or bad?
It's a good thing.
Well, the colors are good.
49ers are my team for my No Frills Tough Guy League, which will be playing the first weekend of March this year.
Wait, where's the love for the Rams? Fuck that bullshit, y'all.
I'll take it easy over there.
Oh, my God.
Ranger. I'm with you on the 49ers, though, man. Thanks for calling in, Tom, and we'll chat soon. Take care, brother.
See you around, brother.
All right, up next is Jonathan Jennings.
All right,
Jonathan Jennings, how you doing, buddy?
John Jennings.
I'm doing great. First off, Christopher, it is a pleasure to be speaking to you. You're actually one of my favorite Red Rangers. It's an honor to be speaking to you, man.
Thank you, man. I very much appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say that, brother.
No problem. My question for you is, how does it feel to be the first Red Ranger with a battleizer?
That's a weird laugh.
Yeah. It's no, because I've been asked this before. Like I've had people ask me, they were like, oh, you were the Red Ranger who had the first battleizer and all this shit, and I was like, okay, I guess I was. Here's the thing, steroids are awesome.
Yeah, you look pretty. You look pretty puffy in that.
They make you really fucking buff.
You're really puffy in that.
Oh yeah, and apparently you grow wings when you take steroids.
You do.
The fact that they said to me, okay, your Red Ranger character is so badass that not only may you live forever
and die young.
God damn it, not even close.
That was kind of close.
No, it's not even close. May you live forever in one form or another.
Thank you. Possibly die young.
No, well, okay, whatever. But yeah, what they said to me was, yeah, okay, so your character is going to have a whole new set of shit that he can do. And you get wings and super duper crazy buff.
You kind of got the most OP Red Ranger at that point. Like, you were kind of the most overpowered Red Ranger at that point, yeah.
You think so?
I mean, you got a battleizer, you could use telekinesis / Jedi mind trick.
I know, I was already a fucking Jedi or a Sith or something. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do I feel about it? It's good to be the king. There's your answer.
Blackwing, thank you so much for calling in, my friend, and we will talk to you very soon. Thanks for all your support, my friend.
Good question. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Take care, guys.
Later, brother.
Thank you.
Who's next? Who's next on the Skype calls to ask Mr. Khayman Lee whatever you want in power? These are good questions.
No, you can just say Lee. Mr. Lee.
Lee?
Yeah. I mean, Khayman is my middle name.
Is it really your middle name?
Yeah. Do you want to see my hand?
No, I believe you.
Here. Oh, I'll show you.
I believe you, man.
Well, we're not going to show it online, but
it is Khayman Lee.
Christopher.
I think that's a pretty dope middle name, though.
I know. It's Egyptian.
Is it really?
Yes. It means, fuck you. I want your pussy.
Whoa.
No.
Man. Hashtag.
But it is Egyptian. It is Egyptian.
Who's calling in next? We have.
Who's calling? Here we go. The whole "fuck you, I want your pussy" thing. I got somebody's attention.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, Furious the Villain. How are you, Furious the Villain?
Hello.
Very funny, Joe.
Furious the Villain. How are you doing tonight? What do you want to ask Christopher?
First of all, Chris, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing, brother man?
I'm doing good, doing good.
All right. Are you getting drunk? Because Joe and I are. Well, mostly Joe.
Let's be real. Getting? Yeah, right. Getting.
Okay, yeah, we're fucking done. But yeah, what's up? What's up, brother man?
My question is
For Joe. How can I answer your question, buddy?
Oh my God. My question is, was there ever a time when you felt like you were doing too much or too little when you were filming a particular episode?
You know what, man? I'm gonna be completely, totally, 100% honest with you. Not too much, but always too little. And that was because when I met the stuntmen, I had nothing but the greatest respect for all of the stuntmen. And I felt that, you know what, if I'm not bleeding and broken and, you know, just like bloody from doing something, I'm not doing enough, because these guys fucking kill themselves for us, just to make me look good, make Selwyn, make Nemo, make, you know, Tracy, make us all look so good.
Well, you don't got to do a lot to make Tracy look good, just saying.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. And Tracy is just fucking hands down.
Or Patty, for that matter.
Yeah, they're both painfully beautiful. But the point is that, no, being serious, I always felt that no matter what, there could be more that I was doing. And
are you talking in terms of stunts and doing and performing that kind of stuff?
Doing the stunts and all that stuff, but also, like, I worked out with the stuntmen
Maybe
every week.
I feel like maybe add a bit more to your character or something like that.
Well, I just felt that, you know what? No, it had nothing to do with the character. It had to do with me, my personal character. I felt that...
Was it earning respect from those guys?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. For me, like, the biggest thing was, I want these guys to sit here and look at me and say, okay, this guy right here, he's one of us.
Because that's a great point, because those are two different cultures. You have an American and Japanese culture, two different things. And I know the Japanese culture is very much a respect-based thing. And to win over those guys who, at that, even now, have to be some of the best stuntmen in Hollywood.
Absolutely, yeah.
That you win over those guys' respect, you're in with those guys.
Yeah, and that was the most important thing to me. And I feel like I probably did do it, but, like, it was just barely. And it's because, you know, their standards are so high, because they should be. Those guys are fucking unbeatable. They're unstoppable. They're so great. So I always was, you know, that to me was just like, more than anything to do with the character, more than anything to do with the show, I want these men to respect me, and that was it. So, yeah.
And Jalen, I'm going to give you your 15 seconds of fame. Give us your Furious the Villain for Hyperforce voice. Go.
So these are the Power Rangers. I was expecting more. This will be your end.
Pretty menacing voice. It's pretty good.
Not bad. Can I try?
Go.
What was the line again? So these are the Power Rangers?
He just made it up.
Oh, okay. This is my bad guy voice. I only have one, and it's a big bad guy. So here we go. So these are the Power Rangers. I was expecting more weaklings.
Whoa, that was actually really good. Holy crap, I didn't
Y'all motherfuckers who sit there on my channel and you sit there and you're like, oh, that's not him that actually says Rascals Comics. No, that's actually me, you assholes. I did that.
That's crazy.
That's my voice.
Jalen, thank you so much for calling in. That was a lot of fun. I like that you're embracing the Furious Villain now. Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, and Joe, I'm about the Power Ranger stream. I'm sorry, bro.
Don't have to apologize, my friend. You're it's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for calling in, Jalen. We'll talk to you soon.
Got it.
All right, take care, buddy.
Josh, what did you think of that voice?
That was a good one.
Good stuff.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Who wants to call in next?
JD, what did you think? Thank you.
That was actually a really good question that he asked, though. That was a really good question. I really like that. Who's next? Who wants to call in next? We got Anna. We got the Gremlin in there. Gremlin Carlos Martinez. He's a part of your group. He's the gremlin.
Carlos. Okay.
You know who he is?
All right. Yeah. He's part of my fucking street team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gremlin. He went.
I didn't know that he was the gremlin.
Oh, he's a
but
gremlin.
Okay.
He's a monster, little monster.
Carlos, you're a gremlin?
He's
I
a
didn't
gremlin.
know that you're a gremlin. but
Hashtag
okay.
Carlos gremlin, the dancing queen. So
Hashtag Carlos the Gremlin, the Dancing Queen.
The Dancing
This
Queen.
is like 3 different movies all put into one.
It's
But
one-
all
it
right,
might be the
man.
best movie of
Dude,
the
I'm gonna have to
century.
pee really soon.
Here we
gotta
go.
tell
I
you
can too.
this.
I actually got to pee too. I was
You
just
gotta
thinking
pee
that.
also?
We
Is
can
there a
go
way
together,
that
just kidding.
Yeah, is there a way that we could take
Yeah,
a
hold on.
break in a minute?
We can't. Carlos,
Carlos.
shoot for Chris, please. Or I should say Gremlin. Gremlin, how's it going, buddy? What's your question?
Hey guys. No, first of all, I just want to say what up to Chris. I'm not sure if you know me, but I'm from your street team.
He literally was just talking about
I
you.
honestly just said I honestly just said that, but okay. Yes. Yes, Carlos, how you doing, homie?
Good, man. My question is, what's your opinion on the Power Rangers adaptation on Super?
Wait, what?
He doesn't understand your question.
I don't know, man, like his opinion on Power Rangers adapting the Super, like splitting into 2 seasons instead of just like having.
I get it. I'll explain it to you. I talk Gremlin. So here's what he's asking. What do you think about Power Rangers being split into 2 seasons? For example, if yours, because now it's not, because I believe your season was like 30, 40 episodes, somewhere around there?
42.
42. These new seasons are being 22 episodes each, which they're doing Power Rangers
But
Ninja
ours
Steel
was-
and then Super Ninja Steel.
No, mine was split in half anyways.
But it wasn't Power Rangers in space and then Power Rangers in super space. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's what he's
okay. So what do I think about these kids now that get to have 2 seasons and they get to be 2 different Power Rangers? Even
Well, not
though-
necessarily 2, but
Well, I mean, like they're going from being Ninja Steel to now Super Ninja Steel.
exactly.
So you are being 2 Power Rangers. 2 different.
well, same
outfits.
costume, same costume.
Oh, really? It's the same. What is my thought? Saban is probably paying them shit. So what do I care?
Hey, man, we're shooting on this show. I mean, I don't disagree with you, man. I listen.
No, those kids are all getting fucked over, no matter what. So as far as that happens, I mean, you know what? Hey, if they get two series or 2 shows or 2 whatever, good on them.
Josh,
I'm glad.
What are
I
the
hope they
chances you can play the prom video, the prom proposals? Hey, Carlos, thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, no problem, man. You're right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Hashtag Carlos, the Gremlin, the Dancing Queen.
But seriously though, I do have to pee.
I do too. So this is my segue. So,
Okay.
Josh, what are the chances you can play those prom proposals?
Are they in our shared folder? There's 3 of them in there that are the. Yeah. I mean, I could try to throw some more in.
Go ahead. Yeah, throw them all in there if you can. We're going to play some prom proposals, and then we're going to come right back. But
Give me a couple of minutes.
just give him a couple minutes. We'll last a couple of minutes. Look at that look in your eyes, that determination. I like that.
It's like, wow.
Your teeth are floating there.
There's an empty bottle on the table. I'm just saying.
How dare you? How dare you? But we'll be taking phone
Might
calls more
happen.
for Chris Khayman Lee in just a second. You can go. I can hold it down for a second. Go.
Oh, really?
Hey, I got this.
Yeah, where's the bathroom?
So wait,
Is
right
it that
there,
way
it's
or
right
that
there,
way?
right there.
Oh, is that way?
Right there.
Okay. Hey, guys, I'm going to go pee.
He's gonna go pee.
I'm gonna
He'll
go
be right
drain
back.
the spiral saver.
He's gonna. Whoa. Drain the spiral saver. I love that.
Yeah! Take my alcohol.
And he's going to take that with him. But he'll be back answering more questions for you guys. But we are excited about Power Morphicon 2018. Angel Grove Prom is going to be a lot of fun. It's on the wall there. We know a lot of people. Hey, by the way, Kat, if you're still in the chat room, you haven't responded to Ernie asking you and Carlos to a date. And for all of you folks that are in the chat room, where are your proposals? Send them into Hashtag Show's Facebook page. Also, send them into our email address, fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. Do it. I really hope you guys like this After Dark.
Yeah, done.
I really hope you guys like this After Dark because we're going to start trying to do more of these. But I know since Ernie is Carlos's guy, so we'll see what Ernie wants to do on After Dark when I'm not here. Have fun. But play our proposal videos, Josh. He's gonna give me. I have to stall for a minute. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had any super chats either. You know why? Because those are free Morphicon tickets right there. And if you get this series of Morphicon tickets, which I can like touch right there, you get that series of Morphicon tickets. That's gonna include you to our after party. That hashtag shows after party, which is gonna be filled with a ton of Rangers, and I love it. So I know that right now MJ Spud won the first group of tickets. So now the second group of tickets are ready to go. But what is Power MorphCon? It is the best. It's the biggest and best Power Ranger convention in the world. What is Angel Grove Prom? Well, it's our official after party. It's on the MorphCon schedule. And take us to some promposals.
In response to your proposal, I accept. I don't know.
What's up, Kobe?
To get to MorphCon,
This is gonna be the last one.
Hey everybody, it's me, Carlos Martinez, Mr. 312, also known as the Gremlin according to Code. So yes, Ernie, I saw your video. I'll be glad to take up your offer. Hey, sorry how I look, man. I'm just really exhausted. You can see behind me there's practice going on. But yeah, I'll be glad to take up your offer and go into PNC with you and Ted. By the way, first round's on me, bro.
The Angel Grove Prom is coming up, and I can't wait to come. So I need a date. So I'm going to ask Sarah, would you be my date for the Angel Grove Prom?
Play something. There has to be more. Josh. All right. So that was Angel Grove Prom proposals from today. We had a response from Carlos. We also had Larry. My boy Larry was in there.
We'll just take a break.
Well, we might lose people. Do a thing. Chris, you want to stall for me while I go to the bathroom?
Yeah. What's up?
So we're tagging out. We're tagging out for a second.
I'm coming in. Bam! Wonder Twin Powers activate. Form of guy.
All right, so go.
P.
This is all you for the next 4 minutes.
Okay. What are we doing? What the hell were we talking about? Don't expect me to be able to know what the fuck I'm doing with all the computers. Josh, you want to come here and sit down with me? Because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all that. But if anybody wants to ask a question, by all means, please do. Josh, if you want to ask a question, please, by all means.
Well, here.
You
said that you play Star Trek Online.
Sure, I do.
I host our Star Trek Discovery After Show on Sundays.
Okay.
Are you watching the show?
No, I know nothing about Star Trek, period, other than the Picard.
All right.
That season.
But you know Doctor Who.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know Power Rangers and all that kind of stuff. So
wait, what?
Power Rangers, obviously.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, I don't know
one of the biggest complaints right now with Discovery is canon. Like, because they've updated the looks, they're changing things, because it's a prequel to the original series.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Yeah.
do you think canon is important, or that things being retconned later?
100%, yes. I completely believe that canon is important, no matter what. And I despise it when people sit here and they're like, oh, hey, we wanted to just change this because, yeah, whatever. So there we go.
Oh, God, it's Jezzer.
Oh, it's Jezzer! I love Jezzer!
Hey, Jezzer, if you say something stupid, I'm going to come down there and slap you right in your mouth.
Fucking put some...
Yeah, do what you want.
I want to. Okay. Do we have a knife or anything?
What's going on, buddy?
Or maybe...
We're just chilling, waiting for the rest of the crew to get here.
Who's the rest of the crew?
Ernie, we lost a bunch of people, man.
Jesus, is that Jezzer's voice? When did Jezzer turn into an 8-year-old little girl?
When did Jezzer turn into Aziz Ansari?
I'm not
Sure. Yeah.
What up,
Jezzer, why do you sound like a little fucking girl? What's up with your voice? Are you on helium?
Chris, you know my voice. You've heard my voice a few times.
I've heard your voice many times. We've been drunk. Sure, that'll work.
Jezzer, did you say?
We've
Why
been
did
drunk.
you say that? Why would you say that?
It's because Jezzer, I love you. Jezzer, I love you. Where are you?
He's at ALA. We're meeting up with him.
Oh, okay.
We got a delay. We definitely got a
Hey, Jezzer.
Jezzer, who are we gonna have sex with?
Whoa,
Huh?
Chris. Jezzer, we're meeting up. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there with you guys tonight. We're coming down. Me, Chris, JD, and Josh.
Well,
Right,
I
to
mean,
this
he
place
doesn't need
here?
to meet
Yeah,
me. He
to
knows
there.
me.
I thought you have a party to go to.
Man, hey, don't put my business out in public like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
This little fucking
Well, we
idiot.
still
That's
have,
that's some
plenty of
dick of shit
liquor.
right there.
Yeah, the liquor I bought.
Yeah.
Great.
And then Tony brought a bottle too.
Well, tell Antoinette we're excited that we're all going to be together tonight.
There we go.
Antoinette, he's excited we're all going to be together.
Is Antoinette hot?
All right, guys. So what's your question, you little troll?
What's the question of the day? What's going on?
You idiot. All right, I'm getting off the phone with you. We'll talk to you later.
Jezzer, I love you.
All right, so...
Where's Denica?
Who?
Where's Denny?
I don't know where Denny's at. She lives in like Victorville.
I know. I hate that. God damn it. I hate that.
Hit us up on Skype. Chris taking them questions, though.
I love Denny.
Denny's awesome. She's a nice young lady.
I asked her out, too.
Chris.
Like, hey, what do you think?
You're giving away all the spoils here, my friend.
Yeah, what the fuck?
She's awesome. I love Denny.
Yeah, because Chris, he's the guy that gives a shit.
That's
right,
true.
JD?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's rein it in.
Chris gives a shit. What?
Chris cares a little.
No. Chris is dead. Chris is dead inside.
The Red Raider is alive.
Oh, the Red Raiders. But we can't talk about
We can't talk about
We
that.
can't talk
We
about
cannot talk about that.
We can't talk about that.
We can tease it, though.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
We can tease... Well, we can
No,
tease...
no. Nope.
We can tease one thing.
What?
We're working on one thing together. That's what we can tease.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's going to be fun.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I am working on something, and I will be working on it with this sexy son of a bitch and that sexy son of a bitch. That's Josh right there. And then that sexy son of a bitch, that's JD. He's way over there in the corner. And then on top of that, I have a whole bunch of other sexy sons of bitches. But one of them is not a son of a bitch. It's actually my ex, Sony.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I hit her up and I was like, hey, you want to do something with this? And she was like, fuck it, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, all right, I love it. It's funny, I don't really have like too many chances with exes where like we have a great relationship
I don't know
or whatever.
her. I can't attest. I don't know her that. I don't know. I've never met her. She a nice person?
She's fucking phenomenal. No.
I've heard
Sony is hands down the best. She is the best. I love you, Sony. Mwah, you're awesome. So yeah, we're gonna all work together in Java and.
Oh yeah, I'm excited, man. You and I went out a couple weeks ago to a bar and just like shot the shit. But we were exchanging.
What was that bar? It was
Bar C. In Little Tokyo?
Bar C in Little Tokyo. Yeah.
We were shooting the shit, but we were also exchanging story ideas. We have a lot planned, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you guys stay tuned, and I promise you, this is. You okay there, buddy?
No. It wasn't because of anything you said. Right. No, I promise. It wasn't because of anything you said. It just happened to be like, oh, I need
spontaneous
to cough.
choking.
Yeah, I need to cough right now.
No, but realistically, it's what I've been complaining about as a fan. Actually, let me cut a little promo here if I can. You guys can call in on the Skype. That's fine, because Chris will take your questions. But I do want to cut a little promo here. The stuff that we have planned is for the fans, by the fans.
Yeah.
But what I want to say more so to that is that it's something that we all believe in, and it's something that we think that Power Ranger fans deserve. It's not necessarily what we think.
Completely true.
Yeah, it's more so of like what you guys are being neglected of. Realistically, I love the franchise. You were on the franchise, and I think that.
Wait, I was?
Yeah.
And I was Luke Skywalker.
I think it's some path somewhere down the line, the franchise. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand where they're coming from. It's business, it's money, and I get it. But realistically, for me as a fan and for anybody out there watching as a fan, 25 years is a long time to hold on to something. And now it's time for us to get our payoffs. And now that you have all these great creators in the Power Rangers community, like Chris, like Peter, like Yoshi, those guys that are doing Hyperforce.
They're considerably more talented than I am.
A great creator is a great creator. You guys out there, the fans, when we have taken your pitches for seasons you want to see done, those are great. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. 90% of those pitches you guys send us are better than what we're getting. So just know that in your heart.
Whoa.
That
gloves are off.
Hey, well, it's the truth.
Gloves are off.
The truth is, Saban, man, it's not that I'm not talking trash on him. I'm
seriously.
Again, I'm getting all riled up about this.
Seriously, if you say something bad about him, he will appear.
He will appear like a little
devil. And he will suck your soul out.
Yeah, fuck that
Just
guy.
Right through your ear.
It's probably true.
I'm telling you, don't do it.
Here's the deal, though. But with I'm cool with the company. I'm cool with and I'm cool with. I mean, I met Haim once, but like I'm cool with the company.
You met Haim?
Yeah.
What does he look like?
He's like an old guy. With
wow, well that nailed it. Okay, he's an old guy.
He's a nice guy. You were there, right?
Josh, he's an old guy.
He came and shook our hands,
like us,
right?
Yeah, like us.
He's a nice guy, but I feel like the brand is out of touch. I feel like the brand isn't necessarily what the fans are clamoring for. Think of something real quick. Ready Player One is a book that is going to be a great film that's about nostalgia. 25 years. 25 years.
I'm looking forward to Laser Force.
What's Laser Force?
You guys got to get into that shit.
25 years.
Funhouse.
25 years is a lot. Is it too much to ask for great storytelling? Is it too much to ask to not be treated like like little kids? Now, nothing against little kids because I know that the product needs to grow. But is it too much to ask that we get a proper presentation for fans?
This is funny because I despise using this word, but I'm going to use this word.
Use the word.
Joe is triggered.
I'm triggered?
He's triggered, apparently.
Well, I mean, listen, I feel like...
Here's a gay thing. It's so bullshit.
Here's the way I look at it, though, realistically, is that, like, you got to think about it. Like, essentially, them putting out products that they know fans are going to buy, but they're not even presenting the real products to them. Them making empty promises to fans of being like, this... let's be real. Anyone that's out there that's a member of the Power Force, what benefit do you actually have about being in the Power Force? I'd like to know, because I don't know what it is.
Wait, what is the
you don't even know exactly. My point is...
Because I thought you were talking about Hyper.
No. Hyperforce is great. And this is...
Because I was going to say, the one thing, if you're going to say Hyperforce, then I would say you have the benefit of being Pauly Schreier.
No.
Because Pauly Schreier is the shit.
I agree with that. And I actually think...
JD knows, yeah.
Hyperforce
Pauly
and the Boom Studios comics are what Saban is doing right. Licensing it out and being like, okay, so do what you want to do with this.
Okay, so what is Power Force?
Power Force is like the Power Ranger media group that gets all the news from Power Rangers. I don't know. It's dumb. I think. Because it's essentially a glorified press list.
I was going to say, so it's like you, but without your name.
Yes.
It's like the hashtag show, but without being the hashtag
I wouldn't say it's like us.
I mean, you guys talk to, you guys here on hashtag, you guys talk to us.
Yeah.
Constantly. You talk to us all the time, and you don't talk to us just about Power Ranger shit.
No.
You talking to us about,
life.
Hey, Chris, what was your feelings on the last Star Wars movie? Which nobody's asked me yet.
No, we had a conversation about that at the bar, and you did not like it. I got it. We talked about this. You don't remember that?
And now no, I do remember that. But now apparently nobody needs to ask me. Thank you, Joe.
There was like 3 scenes that you said you liked or something. Or that you were okay with you.
Well,
I'm going to take this phone call before I go on my epic tirade. Anna Miles.
Josh, what did you think about...
Anna Miles from Jamaica. Top 3. You know, she's from Jamaica, by the way. So you want to do a Caribbean accent? Or do you want to
No. However, if you send me pictures, I may want to date you.
Chris. She's already has a prom date for Morphicon.
Me.
She's already said yes to somebody else.
No, fuck that guy.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, she's from Jamaica. What part of Jamaica do you live in, Anna? So Chris can stalk you. What?
Right.
Oh,
Kingston.
believe me, I will.
Kingston. She's from Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, honey, I'm coming to find you. I don't mean that in a horrible way. I mean that in a good way because, I love Caribbean women. Caribbean women have the most beautiful voices, period.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Please tell me that you need a date, and I can be it.
She already said yes to somebody else.
Fuck Franco. The other guy. I don't give a shit who he is.
Thomas Franco's actually in the chat.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. I think he might be. So Anna, what's your question, my dear?
I just like to say, Chris.
Yes.
You're the realist. You keep it 100% all the time when you're talking about Power Rangers, and I like the fact that you like Star Wars. I'm a Trekkie, so don't mind me.
That's fine. I'm still getting the hugest boner right now just hearing you talk.
Oh man.
So
what did I get myself into?
Oh,
your voice is
I
insanely
can't wait till
sexy.
this is flagged by YouTube.
It's a totally different language from mine. Broken English. It's not going to be as long as how I say it. It's a little bit short, and we get to the point.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean broken English? Your English is great.
Yeah, your English is fucking spot on. What are you talking about?
No, not me. Other persons different from me. When you speak to what they call a bush Jamaican, you won't be able to get the English as perfect as mine.
Oh, well, I
You
totally...
need somebody to translate it for you.
Really?
Okay, well, I totally understand exactly what you're saying, beautiful, and I love you already. When are we going to get married?
Huh?
One thing, I get to name the kid
Chris
first
is going
if
to
it's a
Angel
boy.
Grove prom. You guys can have your love connection there. I do have a question, though. So in Hawaii...
Wait, she has a question. Doesn't she have a question?
No,
You don't have a question? Baby, please ask me a question. Ask me anything. Do you want my phone number?
Oh, boy.
What's your favorite rum?
My favorite what?
Rum.
Rum.
My favorite rum?
Jamaica's known for rum. What's your favorite rum?
Oh, yeah, I know that Jamaica is known for rum.
If you say Captain Morgan.
No, I'm going to say whichever one gets you
Nope,
pantless.
we're stopping right there.
Okay.
He's not going to answer the rest of that question.
What'll get you pantless?
Here,
Let me ask a Power Rangers question.
there you go. That's
okay. Whatever gets you pantless. That's the answer.
No, that's not the PC answer that we're going with.
I don't give a fuck.
Because you're in the Power Rangers legacy, because your character is in the Power Rangers Legacy Wars, how did you feel when they told you?
When they told
Your
me
character's in the Power Rangers Legacy War video game. What do you feel about that?
Oh.
His name's Andros, and he described
Wait,
you.
you think that they actually let me know that? No, they didn't let me know that. It was fans that let me know that. They were like, yeah, the fans hit me up, and they were like, dude, you're in Legacy Wars. And I was like, awesome. I never played it. I don't fucking know. Okay. So, yeah, the fact that they had me in there, my reaction was, I swear to you guys this is 100% true. That's about fucking time.
It's about fucking time.
Yeah. What do you think about that, baby
Zane's
doll?
in there.
Oh, I know, because Dickbag's been there since like day one. Douchey was there like right from the beginning, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why are you putting the silver guy in there?
So real quick question. Do we like the nickname Dickbag or Douchey for Justin Nemo? That's a real serious. That's my journalistic integrity.
Can we just name him Justin Dicky Douchebag
I like
Nemo?
it. Justin Dicky Douchebag Nemo.
Yeah.
Don't use that on social
I
media.
love Justin Nemo. All of you need to understand that. I love him. After Anna, right?
Anna.
I'm going to marry you first, but we have to have Justin move in with us. Okay?
Okay.
So you have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with two impossibly good-looking people right there with you. One of them is Chris, and the other one is Andros.
All right.
Fuck you, Nemo.
She's not sold on
She's
this.
like, no,
She's not sold on
nah,
this.
you're a fucking creepy ass.
Anna, we're looking forward to you coming to Power Morphicon 2017. I'm looking forward to finally meeting you. You're amazing. Josh actually just talked to me about your writing. He loves it, and we're going to sign you up on that WordPress very soon. Josh will. I promise you, Josh will. It's already sent. You got a WordPress, so we're waiting for it, Anna.
Josh is the man.
I'm crossing my fingers for Power Morphicon. Just crossing my fingers.
You'll be there, I promise you. I'm the goddamn Power Ranger Santa Claus.
I'm gonna personally fly you out here just so you can be my date.
Oh man, she's going with somebody else, man. All right, so thank you so much.
I'll high five everybody.
What's that there?
I'll high five everybody. Don't worry.
She'll high five.
Okay,
All right,
but
Anna,
you'll be
you're
my
amazing.
date, right?
Thank you so much for calling in. We're taking more Skype calls right here. Get the candid answers from Joe and Chris. We almost should. I feel like we should do the Power Ranger Revolution. We're starting the revolution today. I started it
Are we?
earlier. Yeah, I
Yeah.
started it earlier
Yeah.
on the Ranger wrap up with Peter.
Fair
But
enough.
because it's true. Here's the thing. You got to admit.
Josh, calm down with your foot.
Calm down with your foot, you
Calm
twitchy.
down. Calm
So
down. I'm seeing that.
I do feel that though, realistically, we got to admit that being on a show being a commodity for 25 years is a huge feat, right?
Being a toy for 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It's
100% right.
I do wish that just Power Rangers would kind of respect the fans a little more. Is all I want. That's all I really want.
That I can't help you with in any way whatsoever. It's that's totally up to Saban or whoever the fuck owns the show now. Is it still
It's still
Saban
Saban.
now?
It's Saban now,
It went
yeah,
back
yeah.
to Saban,
Yeah, yeah.
so okay. Yeah, I can't help you with that. But I completely agree with you. I totally agree with you. I will say this. I met people who are fans of Star Wars. I met people who are fans of Star Trek, of Marvel, of DC, of Image, of like all kinds of different types of fans.
I'm gonna pour you, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, sir. Fans from all different types of, things that, this is what I like and this is my thing. You know what? Fuck it. You better fill it up a little bit more. Just
You want me to fetch you a blanket too?
That'll do. Thank you, sir. I've met fans from every single type of fandom, particularly when it comes from science fiction. I've never met more wonderful and sweet people than those that are the fans of Power Rangers.
Yes,
and
this-
Power Ranger stuff.
I
Power
agree.
Ranger fans are
I can't promote Coke. They don't sponsor us.
But we could promote Jack.
I can promote Jack.
Hey, Jack, please sponsor us. Sponsor me. But Power Ranger fans, hands down, 100% the nicest, sweetest, most wonderful people that I've ever known. And I know that me saying this, it sounds like, well, he's drunk or he's like getting ready to say something really fucked up. No, I'm not. I'm being completely honest. Power Ranger fans are hands down the shit. They are awesome. They are wonderful. I love Power Ranger fans. Every one of you people, I want to just kiss you all right now. Mwah.
So let me just give you a rundown real quick, because this is I've been doing this for a little bit of time now, and I will say this about the Power Ranger fan base.
You're gonna have to hand me that Coke too.
It is the
because I'm gonna
best.
fill your drink.
It is the best fan base of anything you want to be a part of, and I think every single one of these guys that are in our chat right now, Daniel Romano, Carlos, even though we joke and we call him the Gremlin, Carlos is amazing. You got Jalen, who's great.
Well, Carlos
Blackwing.
is part of my street team. I know.
Blackwing, Anna Miles, Kat, Larry Newbill, Tom Craven, Matt, all of you guys, every single one of these people, I feel, and it's crazy because
ridiculously awesome.
Not
Ridiculously
only ridiculously awesome, but it's to the point where I think they deserve better as fans. Realistically, these guys pour their heart and soul into this community. Think about somebody like
correct.
Carlos is a great example, and like I jokingly give Carlos a lot of shit for being a gremlin, but he's amazing.
No, you're totally right.
And
You're
somebody
totally
like
right,
Carlos who's out there hyping up and promoting his favorite Rangers like you, Chris, I think that's amazing, and that shows a connection. And realistically, Carlos is doing the job of what Saban should be doing. Realistically. And I think that, like, our fan base, the Power Ranger fan base...
Hold on. To the fan base. May you live forever. How does it go?
May you live forever in one life or another. Am I close
In
or
one
close?
form or another.
I was close, though.
May
In
you
one-
live forever in one form or
another.
another. That's how West Coast Comics cheers shit. So thank you.
Every single one of these guys in this room, and I gotta really give credit to, like, a lot of these hardcore guys. And I mentioned Carlos, and I mentioned Kat, and I mentioned Blackwing's amazing, Larry's amazing, Anna's amazing, Matt, all these guys, Tiffany Stewart. It's realistically, you guys are what drives Power Rangers now. Realistically, there is no show without you. They don't have anything without you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And-
you are completely right.
And the thing is, I wish that they would respect the past more. What I mean by that is that you paved the way. Realistically, Chris, this is no bullshit, and I know we've been drinking, but this isn't bullshit. This is legit. Me talking to you one-on-one. And everybody in this room knows this. Is that
Yes,
you
one-on-one.
legitimately had one of the best seasons of, I know, right? Legitimately had one of the best seasons of Power Rangers. They should respect that lineage, and they should strive for that. Whoever the new writers are, whether it be Chip, whoever his writers are, they should be thinking, how come Power Rangers in Space was this good? How do we get there? Because of this guy. Partly. But realistically, I feel like...
It was Nemo. Nemo saved the
Realistically, I think the fan base of the Power Ranger fan base is just such an amazing group of people that are out there grinding.
Absolutely.
You know what they are? Honestly, they're grinding for the love of the show. This show was going to get canceled after his season. Or during his season. Your show was going to be the last show.
No. They told us right off the bat. So that's one of the things that, like, some of us kind of have a hard time remembering. Because, again, you guys, you do have to remember, this shit happened like 20 years ago. But I do 100% flat out remember that Larry, one of our...
Houston. No, not Houston. I'm sorry.
No,
Larry Houston's from the X-Men cartoon.
Larry... Oh, God, I can't remember his last name. But Larry was one of our producers, and he was typically on second unit, and he came up to us, and, he told us very early on, we're talking like first, maybe second episode, and he was like, you guys need to understand, this is the last season of Power Rangers. This is it. After this, shit is done. And it just took a few episodes where people were watching it and people were like, holy shit, now it's in space and now it's Star Wars? Fuck yeah, I'm in. So people were loving it right off the bat. And, Larry, I remember him coming up and he was like, okay, remember that thing I told you before? Yeah, that ain't the case. Nah. People are loving this. Kids are loving this. Everybody is loving this. This is going great. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Everybody is doing great. Selwyn, Roger, Patty, Tracy, you guys are doing awesome. Chris, you're kind of doing okay too. But
you were doing a great job.
No, I was doing all right. I was doing fine. I was doing okay. But everybody was, they were knocking it out the park. And yeah, that's when it was like, no, it's actually already signed on to do a whole nother fucking season afterwards. And I was like, wow. So we just killed it in like a couple episodes.
But I think the brilliance of your... Go ahead, sorry.
But they did that also with RPM, right?
Yeah.
They did that with RPM. Where
another one of the best seasons that they ever did.
Where they came up to them and they were like, apparently they were like, hey, this is going to be it. We're done after this. And Mad Max Power Rangers.
It worked.
They fucking killed it. They killed it. So you got Star Wars and you got Mad Max. What's next? Predator. Oh, goddamn, a Predator fucking... Well, that's kind of you. The Phantom Ranger is kind of Predator.
I'm the Phantom Ranger.
But you need to have the blade thing.
Well, I'll get the blade thing. We'll make a modification.
And you have to kill people by pulling their spines out.
Well, that's past the line.
No, that's totally along the line. No, fuck that shit.
I do think, though, realistically, man, these fans are so individualized as well. Like Carlos and Ryan, Ninja Steel, Wizard, Thomas, whatever you want to go by this week. We got so many different people that are just so individualistic about, their fandoms. And I feel the passion. The crazy thing is, because obviously when you're because essentially you're in space, it's still in the infancy of Power Rangers. It's still a young franchise.
Yeah, it was
5 years,
like the fifth or sixth season.
It's a fifth season, so 5 years isn't a ton of time, but it's just enough to be like, okay, I know what Power Rangers is. I get it. But now we're talking 25 years later, and I think that the fandom of Power Rangers isn't unlike anything like Doctor Who. It's not unlike Star Trek. It's not unlike
Star Wars.
Think about this. Yeah. I mean, He-Man...
Starship Troopers,
He-Man, something like that that's still in the lexicon of pop culture. But the only difference is Power Rangers is still putting out new content to this day. I know you wanted
to say Star Wars.
I did want to say Star
Wars.
I
know you wanted to say Star Wars.
But
yes, it's Star Wars.
Power Rangers is putting out some amazing content right now. I mean, and I appreciate it. Like, dude, realistically, right now, if you're a Power Ranger fan like me or like anybody really in this room, how cool is it? You got something like Hyperforce where it's like, okay, You don't have to worry about a budget, and that's your imagination. They're telling a story.
They're playing Dungeons and Dragons Power Rangers.
Yeah, essentially. Or you could look at it as like they are doing an audiobook. And I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
You got Boom Studios. The chains are off. This is the best Power Ranger storytelling there's ever been. I think this is amazing. It's an amazing time to be a fan right now. And like you even said yourself, you met so many cool fans along the way of doing all this stuff.
I never meet anything but cool fans. You people are the best. Each and every one of you. All of you beautiful fucking snowflakes out there. You are the best. I absolutely love you guys. You guys, I never... Even on my YouTube channel is like tiny as shit. It's not. No, it's totally tiny as shit. I don't even have like 3,000 subscribers. It's a tiny ass little channel. But anytime that I put up a video and I get, I get the responses, and like, hey, what about, blah, 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 this or that or whatever, all that shit. I never get negative shit. I don't get negative shit. Although I will say that the last video that I put up, there was one comment that I was going to read, but then I looked at it and I was like, oh, no, never mind. And that was from, I think his name is Raphael something. And I know that he mentioned blowing me.
Whoa.
And I was like...
It's called After Dark for a reason, I guess.
Yeah, let's not bring that up, right? Right? Josh, are we okay with that?
No,
we're about people blowing me?
No.
I mean,
After Dark
crosses the line a little bit.
After Dark.
We're here.
Hey, I didn't write that. I didn't write that message. I did not write that message.
Yeah, we're here.
I think we're okay in passing.
Yeah, and I didn't write that message, and I didn't read that message on my video. But the one comment that I didn't read, it was something along those lines of, "Boy, I'd love to blow you."
All right.
And I was just
All
like,
right.
"Wow, okay, well, no."
Well. All right, so I do have a real question for you. Real question, real talk. You got to think of this, and something that maybe when you were 20 years old you didn't think of at the time, but now looking back 20 years later, I think that it's something that we want to talk about. You are not only an inspiration, but you're a superhero, legit superhero to a lot of people. The responsibility of that.
I feel like inspiration might be a little bit much.
No, dude. You kidding me? Power Rangers, dude. Power Rangers.
I'm not talking about the series.
Your
series. The series was inspirational. I'm just talking about me. Me personally. I'm not even talking about the character. I'm talking about me personally.
You're an inspiration.
I wouldn't.
Hey, Chris.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm putting my hand on your shoulder and tell you, you started a goddamn
comic book. Yeah, but you've been drinking a lot.
Well, we both have. But we also got to realize you started your own comic book. That's no easy task. Listen, across the way here, Mike Wellman, who's a great comic creator, tells us how difficult it is to do a comic.
It is.
Every creator out there doesn't realize what goes into that.
It is.
But you had a published comic that you were selling. That's amazing. So in terms of it is hard. And in terms of inspiration, how cool is it that you were able to propel yourself to do something like that? That's a pretty amazing task.
I appreciate that accolade. That's very nice of you to say.
It's true, man.
I worked hard on it. I worked hard to make the damn thing happen. At the time, it was me and Danny and Danny Cuevas and Josh Pena. He was our artist at the time, and yeah, we worked hard to try to make the damn thing happen. So
and it happened, and the company is still around. And the thing is, like, dude, nobody can take that away from you. That's amazing. That's an amazing feat to me. Because I can't, realistically, I know how much it costs to actually make a colored comic, which yours was. A comic.
Well, no, ours was black and white, but it
the
had
cover though.
Color.
Yeah, it had color in it.
We went with the. Here's the thing, kids. We did the whole Sin City thing, black and white with red, yellow, and blue coming out as colors. It's because it was a hell of a lot cheaper for us to do it than that. Then have everything be fully colored.
But you know what? Here's the thing. It's not cheap, and it's passion. What you put on that page was passion.
That is true.
And I think that should be an inspiration.
And those characters, a number of those characters, they're not characters. They are actually me.
Well, which is a great.
They're aspects of me. Yeah.
Well, listen. Obviously, you know how to write because you made the best comment that I've heard all night, which is completely true. Because I went to school for this stuff too, and it's completely true. Any great villain is the villain that's not the villain of his own story.
No, he's the hero of his own story.
I mean, that's the best
every villain. Yeah, every great villain is the hero of his own story. Darth Vader is the greatest one to look at.
100% agree.
He is in no way whatsoever a villain. He is never a villain.
I mean,
he is literally working for the law.
In the comics, that's why I think Lex Luthor is such a strong, or Magneto is such a strong character.
Magneto is even
Magneto's a straight up hero.
Magneto is even worse, yeah, because he's not even he just comes out and says it a number of times. He just says, "Look, okay, you're a normal human, but I'm a mutant. We can get along. Just don't fuck with me.
Exactly.
Don't do anything to fuck with me."
That's why that Cyclops Astonishing run was so good because he ended up turning into Magneto, which is great.
Yeah.
But back to Power Rangers, man. I, for one, want more intelligent storytelling. And personally, Chris, I do applaud your season. Realistically, I do applaud your season because it was so strong.
Here's the Power Rangers in space.
Best memory from behind the scenes. Go.
Oh God, it's too many, and they all involve drinking with all of the stuntmen.
Okay, let's talk
God.
about. I want to switch gears.
I got it. Takahiro. Takahiro was the main guy who played the Red in space. Helmet on. The main guy was Hiroshi Maeda. Hiroshi Maeda. Hiroshi Maeda was the balls to the wall, heads down. He was the head stuntman. You don't fuck with Maeda-san. Maeda-san is it's Maeda-sama. He was fucking it. But they would always have, at least one or two other people that were going to be the Red guy beyond that. Takahiro Homa, Homa-san was like my age, and we would sit there and occasionally, while nobody's shooting, it's like, okay, let's fucking spar. Come on,
really?
Bring it on. This motherfucker would beat me black and blue before I even threw a I'm just like, okay, I can stop with the kicks. Okay, enough. Okay, you win. Yeah. Going out to sing with him. Getting this motherfucker drunk. He had the most angelic voice, period. And he would actually sing songs from, I believe, she was a Japanese singer, and I think her name was Coco, something like that. He would sing her songs, and he sings them better than she sings them. Ugh! Best memory.
Fair enough. Okay. We got a phone. All right, we got another one. We're going to take it.
Oh, God, don't tell me it's Takahiro.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Honma, I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Chris?
What's up, man? I talked to Craig earlier today on Ranger Wrap Up. How you doing, man? You have a lot of great opinions. What do you got for Chris?
Okay, well, Chris, after all the years, how were you able to keep such a beautiful, luscious hair?
How was I able to keep beautiful, luscious
hair? Conditioner. It's beautiful still.
Is it?
I like it. It feels it's soft.
You don't know. Feel it.
It's
Come
like
on,
velvet.
man, run your fingers through. Come on, man. We can be gay. That's fine.
No, it's cool. It's beautiful and velvety.
Well, I can tell you this. It didn't have anything to do with the show, because the show was literally trying to kill my hair right from day one with the bleach.
Let me ask you a question. So, Johnny, how well did you know Johnny at all during that time? Not at all?
I didn't know Johnny, period. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because the question that I always get, or that people always ask, is that did the leader always have to have long hair? And I know that people were saying that Johnny was prepped to be the leader of Turbo eventually when JDF left, and he had long. He grew up his hair pretty long. Was that a mandate that you needed to have long hair to be a Red Ranger?
If it was not something that they mentioned to me. I mean, I already had kind of medium length hair. So, but again, like I said, when I auditioned for it, I didn't hear back from them for like 9 months. So yeah, my hair grew and all that shit. As far as my gorgeous, luscious hair, Craig, right? Craig, yeah.
Craig, another military guy,
Craig,
service guy.
oh, you're also military? Craig, you're military?
Well, I'm going in the military this year.
Oh yeah, what branch? What are you serving?
Army.
Oh yeah? Craig,
Yes.
I love you. I absolutely love you. If you ever come up to any, like if we're ever at a convention and you show up there and you come to my my booth, you get something for free. 100%, because I do that for military. I do it, well, no, I give everybody a picture and a selfie for free if they're military, or military or police, because I have nothing but the greatest respect for you guys. You guys are the fucking shit. You guys are awesome. I love you, Craig. Thank you so much. As far as my hair was crap. It was garbage, and what they did to it made it even worse. They fucking killed my scalp. The first time that they bleached it, it took 8 hours, and entirely the whole time. You see on this non-descriptive red soda bottle, the color here, that was the color of my scalp. It was.
Was it really?
Oh yeah, it was red. It was Power Ranger red. It was this red. It was, the red on here. Yeah, they fucked my shit up. So, yeah. Power Rangers was not very good to me as far as my hair goes. No.
Well, there you go, man. Craig, we hope that Chris answered your question, buddy.
Thanks
for calling in.
Thank you for serving, brother.
Thank you for joining the service, my friend. It's an honor to have you. Thank you so much.
Here's to the Army.
Thanks for answering my question, Chris, and I'm sorry about your hair.
Hey, I love you.
So much,
I love you. Thank you, Craig.
Hoping you call in soon again. Thanks, buddy.
Craig, you the shit.
I do have a question
Craig is
for
awesome.
you. One thing I've noticed about we kind of slightly talked about. I don't know if we were on air or not, but the Power Ranger community, I should say, sometimes can be a little much and can be a little toxic. Not the fans, the community. There's a difference there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not the fans. The fans are never toxic. I agree. I've never dealt with fans where it's like, oh god, this person's a dick, or this person is an asshole.
It's the shit stirrers. No. The community sometimes can be very toxic.
Yeah. It's the shit stirrers.
And I'd like to put an end to that. So let me get in your opinion. Some of the things that are wrong about the community, what are they?
I really can't go into that.
You can't. I can't.
No. I 100%. I cannot go into that because there are certain people who have.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
But there are certain people who have gone out of their way to say, let's say, negative things about me.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that. But I'm talking about more so.
But they're not fans.
They're not fans.
They're part of the community.
That's just straight up toxic.
Yeah, that's
toxic. What I'm talking about more so is like, I don't want to say uber fans because that's also not the right word. It's more so the elitist. Sometimes you get these elitist in groups, right? You get these people that are know-it-alls. These people that are kind of like this, and this. I think that for me, a fandom. Like, listen, you and I went out one night and we both love Star Wars, and we talked about Star Wars. And at the end of that night, we didn't go home being like, oh, I hate that, guys. We had different opinions. That's what fandom's about. It's about having different opinions and sharing those opinions.
Yeah, but you and I are both also part of the Arashikage.
Yes, we are. You know what that is. Holy shit. I know.
Of course I know who the Arashikage are.
We are.
So, you and I are, but it's just that I don't have the tattoo. I'm more ninja.
You are. It's
I keep
true.
it quiet. I keep it quiet.
Yeah, but for me, I like talking.
I know you do.
I like having a microphone in my hands, because this microphone in my hands, this is...
Well, it's not in your hands.
Hey, a microphone on anybody else's table is just a microphone. A microphone on my table's power. And what that means is, where you going? What are you packing up? What are we on? JD, what are you doing? All right, he's just packing up his computer. I was worried there for a second.
Oh, okay.
But I like...
You're not trying to leave, right?
I really like talking about this because realistically, I feel like there's a division in the fan, in the fan community, not so much the fans, the community. Because we know this, you and I have talked about this, is that everybody in the community knows each other. And it's weird. It's kind of... everyone's fine.
Yeah,
but
we all do definitely know each other.
We all do definitely know each other. And it's one of those things where sometimes I'll hear things and it's like, man, what does it matter what somebody does? What does it matter what's happening? Like, certain things will set me off because it has nothing to do with the content of which we're talking about. Right. It's like sometimes people will attack people's characters. People's not characters in terms of Andros, but characters in terms of who you are as Christopher Khayman Lee. And to me, I feel like that bothers me because it's showing our fan base in the light that I don't think it deserves. I feel like what we want for our fan base, and when I say our fan base, because you're part of it too, is that we want it to
I am
flourish.
definitely a fan of yours.
Well, thank you, buddy.
So I am part of your family.
We definitely want it to flourish, and I think that sometimes there's this division in community where you don't necessarily get upfrontness, and that bothers me. You don't necessarily get people that
you do get that from me.
I get it from you 100%.
And you know who else you get it from? Also is Hawkins.
Hawkins. I'll tell you.
He never holds back.
I'll realistically tell you, because I love all my friends that are Power Rangers, but I'll tell you who's honestly, you probably wouldn't even, because you've never met him. You know who's really real about? Oh man, I don't want to out him like this, but fuck it.
Fuck it, out him. Let's do it.
Realistically, somebody that's really...
Josh, who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Top three.
Who do you think I'm going to say?
Who's he going to say?
Somebody that's real as fuck and is just kind of like, you know what? It is what
and
it
also,
is.
it's not me or Brad Hawkins.
Well, because you are, though.
But it's also not Brad Hawkins.
Someone that's just kind of like, this is what it is. Fuck it. Mike.
Or Austin. You can't count.
Austin's good. Austin's decent.
No, Austin is very, very upfront with a lot.
I'd say right now, people wouldn't expect Peter.
Who would you say?
Peter.
Who would you say? Is that who you're saying?
Peter's candid. I love talking to Peter.
You're going straight up, and that's who
Peter
it is.
and Yoshi, both of those guys.
I've never met Peter.
Peter's real, man. I love Peter.
I know Yoshi.
Like,
Yoshi's the shit.
The reason I love that dude, though, is because, like, he's realistic, and it's kind of like, this is what it is, and he's a pretty thorough guy.
Peter was also, he was like a stuntman before he was even on the show.
Yoshi was, not Peter.
Peter wasn't?
I don't think Peter was.
I thought Peter was.
No, I don't
think so. Was Peter not a stuntman before?
Yoshi was.
I know that Yoshi was.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No? Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, never mind then. I take it back. I rescind that. I apologize. Peter, I'm sorry. I said something that was completely.
But here's why I want to say Peter's real.
Even though I've never met you.
It's not even for Power Rangers. It's just that in the community, like if
I will meet you in April.
If you even follow his Twitter account, he's calling out a lot of bullshit that happens kind of just in Hollywood in general, and I love that. I love that Peter's real. I love people that speak out regardless of what people are going to think about it down the line. You do the same thing, and you know that. You speak
Josh,
out.
were you going to pick Peter?
Yeah. And
he was going to be one of the three that you were going to pick? You were going to say Peter. You honestly, you were really going to say him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know quite as many of you guys as Joe does, but I know the two of them because I see them all the time.
So you were definitely going to pick Peter. Yeah. He was going to be one of the top three. Okay.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of conversations with him too.
Yeah, he's a solid dude.
I can dig it. Peter, when the fuck are you and I going to party?
It was going to happen earlier today, but you were late, apparently, Chris. You're supposed to be on the Ranger wrap-up. Nobody knows that except you and I.
I know. It's just that, fuck the 405.
Yeah.
In the ass.
Ah! So,
if you guys
that
understand, whoever, are you from LA? If you're from LA, Fuck the 405 today because god damn, it took me an hour to get here and it should not have taken me more than 30 minutes, maybe 40. But damn, it took me an hour to get here. I don't know what the hell the fucking traffic was for because as soon as I got past certain parts, it's like, okay, now we're moving and stop. I almost got hit 3 fucking times.
Well, that's LA. Nobody knows how to drive. It's true though. We gotta admit it's true. It's LA. And I'm from Canada, but so we don't have that problem.
Retarded people don't know how to drive.
Sorry. Oh, that's not your foot. That's a staple. Your foot's gonna be farther from me.
No, you can put your foot all over my foot. Here.
But realistically, though,
let's take off our
my shoe.
Come on, man.
Realistically, the community. Sometimes the community can be toxic. What do we do to fix that?
The community. Well, I mean, again, I've never dealt with anything toxic as far as the fandom.
Fandom's great. Fandom's great.
As far as that part of the community goes, I don't believe that there's anything there that needs to be fixed. I believe that there's something that needs to be fixed that is not the community, not the people that are fans and they're like, oh man, I like Power Rangers and hey, your show is great or whatever. No. People that are not convention owners, but people that work underneath that. So let's say second tier or something like that. If a convention owner, let's say like Scott Zillner.
Sure.
Scott Zillner is a convention owner. We all know him. He runs Power Morphicon, the biggest fucking Power Ranger thing there is, period. It happens here on the West Coast, and it's going to be happening in Anaheim.
In August.
And this year in August, it's going to be there. He's fucking fantastic. I love Scott.
I love Scott too.
You love Scott.
No bad thing to say about
Josh, Scott?
Yeah, Scott's great.
JD? He gave we love Scott. Scott is awesome because Scott is awesome. Scott actually hit me up the other like a week or two ago, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing on such and such dates?" And I was like, "I don't know why. What's up?" And he was like, "I'm gonna try to see if I can book you for a show for something." Has nothing to do with him. It was just a completely different fucking convention or whatever. And I was like, how often do you have a convention owner sitting there trying to push you for something? He's awesome. He's like, awesome is not even the word for him because there's a whole nother level, and that's where Scott is. But as far as I'm concerned, then you got a level of people that are kind of underneath that, and some of them, not all of them, but some of them can be less than wonderful.
Yes.
Less than fantastic. Less than glorious. Less than basically makes me want to fucking strangle them. They can do shit where it's like, they're making life harder for you. That's the funny thing here. You've got 4 different groups when you're talking about conventions. You got 4 completely different groups. You've got the convention owner, you got the people who work at the convention, you got the actors, and then you got the fans. The fans are fucking dead on awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
Every one of you, I fucking love you. If I could make love to you right now, I would. I love you. You guys are fucking awesome.
You've heard him talk. He really would.
I probably would. Then you've got the actors. I've met so many Power Ranger actors. I can't think of that many off the top of my head where I would say, oh, that guy's kind of a dick. No, because like at the very least, I would say 90, 95, 99% of the actors that I've met, they're fucking awesome. Yeah, they're great people. You got the owners who are like, no, you know what? We just want to do a damn show, and hey, let's have a couple of Power Rangers in here, and let's fucking party hard and let's do some crazy shit. That's awesome. But it's the people that are right underneath that. That's the only place where any problem is, and I'm not saying that it's all of them. No, of course not. It certainly is not all of them. But there are at least a few, and those people are big problems.
I agree with you,
and they make life hell.
And I do want to talk about Scott for just a quick second, just to let you guys know who Scott Zillner is. He's the guy that is doing Power Morphicon.
He owns it.
He owns Power Morphicon right now.
He runs it.
And he runs it. Not only that,
and Brick Boutique and the Pasadena Con.
Oh yeah, yep, all that stuff. Scott is a huge influence there. But the one thing I want to say about Scott is that guy is amazing. And hashtag show realistically would not be what it is without Scott Zillner. And what I mean by that is that, you know, obviously now you guys are watching this and you guys are, you know, here. Our Ranger stuff would not exist without Scott. Scott was the very first to give us a break and do things. And right now, all this content you're seeing is because of Scott Zillner. So I will eternally respect that dude no matter what. This is why when MorphCon's coming around for 2018, I said, this is what I want to do. He was like, how much is it going to cost me? I was like, $0. You know why? Because I want to give back to Scott, and this is what he deserves. And I want to take a little pressure off him because you guys don't realize how much is on that dude's plate. Yes, and a thank you, Scott, is 100% needed here. And I will say thank you to Scott because you guys have no idea what's on that guy's plate. That guy runs so many conventions, but he doesn't do it for himself. He does it for each and every one of you. Realistically, Scott Zillner is the man, dude. I love Scott.
Paid for by Scott Zillner.
Paid for by Scott Zillner. No, realistically, he's a good dude.
I know, he is the shit.
But before we close out, I do want to.
Are we done?
We're about to be.
Oh, really?
Chris wants to keep going all night. I feel like he wants to live stream.
Man, I thought we were just getting started, brother.
Really,
I haven't even gotten a chance to punch anybody yet.
Come on, it's gonna happen soon. Guys out there in the convention world, Chris, you talked about it a lot. Is that you know what? I want to see the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers in Space at every single convention I can possibly go to. How do fans get you guys booked at every single convention to make that happen?
If you're a fan and you live in the area of where there's going to be a convention, hit them up and tell them, hey, I would love to have the in-space crew, or at least some of us, basically just focus on me and Nemo. Fuck the rest. But I'm joking. But yeah, no. If you live in an area, like if there's gonna be a convention in Green Bay, Wisconsin, whatever. I don't know. I'm picking that up right out of my ass. I'm just thinking it right off the top of my head. It don't matter. If you live in that area, hit them up. Hit that convention up and say, hey, you know what? I live in this area. I want to go to your convention. By the way, bring in these dudes because these people are awesome. Because most of the in-space cast is awesome. I'm not, but
All
the
of
rest
the
are.
Space cast is pretty cool.
The rest of them are really awesome. Me, I'm passable.
Oh, you're great.
I'm passable, but whatever.
Realistically though,
I did kill Zordon though.
Yeah, you did. Power Rangers in Space though sets the benchmark for what good Power Rangers episodes can be, and I think that guys requesting Power Rangers in Space at every convention you possibly can would be an amazing thing because not only that. You get to meet some of your favorite Rangers of all time, and I'm 90% sure they'll probably do a panel regarding which convention it will be, and you'll get a lot of stories, maybe not as raunchy as you got tonight, but you'll get a lot of stories from Power Rangers in Space, Chris Khayman Lee, Tracy Lynn Cruz, Roger, and Selwyn, a lot of the stories that they have behind the scenes.
And Nemo.
I can't forget Nemo, and obviously Melody sometimes too. Yeah. But you'll get a lot of these stories that you guys can
also if me and Nemo are there,
Remember the time I had you interview Nemo for me? Do you
remember
that?
Yes, I do. Yes. He is such a dickhead. God, he's so full of himself.
Well, he's a Brad Pitt lookalike.
That's what it is.
That's all it comes down to.
I'm joking.
Nah, Justin Nemo's great, but Power Rangers in
But
space.
if you do have me and Nemo there, I will promise you this. It's more than likely that at least one of us,
Weren't
and
you
probably
the one-
both of us, will kiss you.
Chris, weren't you the one pitching me
Guys or girls, it doesn't
a
matter.
Power
We don't
Ranger
care.
After Dark that you wanted me to do with you and Nemo? And I remember thinking in my head, I was like, that's a lot to handle. I didn't tell you.
No,
that
it's
time.
like the best. That's the best idea in the world because it'll be me and Nemo. Justin is his brain is exactly like right. It's like hardwired along with mine. So
Yeah, that's not an easy shit to
if
maintain,
if I sit here and I'm like, okay, let's do some jokes about humping the shit out of that Yellow Ranger. I don't know who it is, but fuck it. Let's just. Oh, it's a boy? I don't give a shit. Fuck it. He's
What is that
cute.
video that's playing down the
This
line?
is a time lapse of a drive on the 405, just because people were talking about it earlier. I want to see.
Oh.
I want to show people what we deal with because you're in the valley too, right?
I'm in the valley, yeah.
Chris already did the
Yeah.
Ranger challenge for all
So
you
this-
guys
this
that
is
watch
from,
Ranger stuff.
Like Van Nuys down here. to
Oh,
the studio.
Van Nuys. I'm coming from Canoga Park area.
Oh, you're coming
yeah,
from
it was
Canoga
even.
Park?
Yeah, it was even longer. Yeah, that was. Wait, but this is the 405?
Yeah, this is surface streets. I haven't turned on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, man, I recommend you guys requesting Power Rangers in space at every convention you possibly conceivably can. It is.
Ask for me and Nemo because me and Nemo will definitely kiss you.
Wow.
That's 100%. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Nemo and I will kiss you. We'll both kiss you on the cheek, at the very least.
100% true.
And
It's not probably true. It's gonna happen.
Chris, I might try to make out with him later on too.
Well,
So
we are
you
gonna
never
be
know.
partying later, so.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Chris, where can everybody find you on social media?
Well, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, and there's YouTube. So on Facebook, I don't even know what the hell is it. It's like the official CKL.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
I think so. Let's find
official. Yeah, look it up because I don't know all these off the top of my head. I'm too old. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's like official
Spell that
CKL
There it is.
335 or something like that. Is that right? Fan page?
No, we have a friend. Oh yeah, we have a fan.
No, go to fan page. Go to that's it. Christopher Khayman Lee fan page. No, that's not it.
That's not
no,
you?
No, go back.
But it says official page.
That's not me. I don't know who the fuck that is. No, go to that. Yes. What is it?
CKL 35 official.
No, CKL 335 official.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
Remember 335.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Thank you. That was Sonia. Sonia, mwah. I love you. God, I love you so much.
Relax about it. So what's the next one?
Instagram is easy. Christopher Khayman Lee. That's it. Just one word. Just learn how to spell my middle name because nobody else knows how to spell it. Khayman. Christopher Khayman Lee. That's also how you. That's how you say it too. I've had so many people who sit there and say Christopher Khayman Lee, and I'm like, that's
Khayman. I mean, to me, it's spelled out Khayman.
It's Khayman.
What about you on Twitter? You tweet?
I'm on Twitter, yes. WCCLACT, West Coast Comics, LA Crazy Town. So WCCLACT.
You're also on Twitch.
And I'm on Twitch, which is also the same thing. WCCLACT. Easy enough. West Coast Comics, LA Crazy Town. Easy enough. And YouTube is, well, that one is the hard one because, like, you can sit there and type in Christopher Khayman Lee.
It'll come up.
It'll come up, but the way that it really is like it takes too many fucking letters and all that shit, and there's slashes and there's like a B in there and all that shit, and I don't know.
Well, I think they can find it if they put in Christopher Khayman Lee.
If you look in
With
Christopher Khayman
slashes
Lee,
and B's.
Yeah.
Then we got it.
But if you look that up, yeah, you'll eventually find me. I'm the one that has like 364 364 videos now. So if that's the one that comes up and it's got that, that's the one. That's me. You'll also hear my voice.
Where's the next con we're going to be see you at that you're booked so far? You know, MorphCon's coming up.
Right now, the only thing that I can talk about is 2 conventions that are coming up. They're both going to be in April. First, I'm going to be in England.
Jolly old England.
Yes. April 14 and 15 is the convention. And then immediately afterwards, I fly back home. And then April, I think it's either April 21 and 22 or 20 and 21. Whatever is the next weekend, I can't remember. Brain, not good. Too much Jack Daniels. But I'm going to be at Marble City Comic Con. And hopefully, well, we're trying to get fucking Nemo there. So if you guys want Nemo to be there with me, please fucking chime in and say, hey, where the hell is Nemo? Because me and Nemo are the greatest tag team ever.
Will you guys wear the costumes for each respective ranger and take photo ops with people?
No, we're going to be naked.
Well, that's even better. Guys, so that's where you can find Chris Khayman Lee.
Nemo might actually do that.
I don't put it past. You can find me at that hashtag Joe on all social media and over on at screenrant.com. But you can find me right here on that hashtag show every single week. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Ranger wrap-up with me, Elle, and Daniel. So check that out. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for everything. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share button to stay up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. We got a lot of attention on that, guys.
Did we?
Yeah, Saban just sent me a